Alright, hello, hi, welcome. Hope you can sit back, relax for the next 3 and a bit hours while we find out somehow how we can save Hyrule. My name is DesPenguin for long, and I'm here with my beautiful commentator, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Relentant. I'm just here to help.
He's here for community service. But anywho, before we get into this, we need to know the name of our hero that's going to be saving Hyrule today.
Yes, so we've had a last minute $5 donation come in for The Urge, putting that at $16, which means your name will be The Urge, capital T, capital U, and a space.
The Urge. Excellent.
Good.
All right. Before we get into the run itself, there will be a lot of talking with how we're going to do this. For those who are familiar with Ocarina of Time, with how this randomizer is set, I need all 6 medallions, I need the bow and the light arrows to finish the game, and I also need to kill 5 bosses, does not matter which 5. I guess we'll start the countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Alright, bear with us. We've got some heavy note-taking to do in the first couple of minutes. Alright, bottom of the well.
For which?
Light medallion.
Gotcha.
Forest medallion's in the market. Fire is in the graveyard. Water medallion in the forest temple. Goron City for the spirit medallion. Oh, god damn it. And fire temple has the Mishalu medallion. Alright. So the last time this randomizer was shown off was actually a hotfix for GDQ back in 2021 by Gymnast and Game Stable. This has gone through a lot of quality of life changes since then. Can you just put Lon Lon, which is just LL?
Yep.
Way the hero. And there's a few really cool things we can show off. And it's got the big Goron sword. Alright, guess we're going to Lon Lon Ranch, boys. And here, double defense, Kikori Forest. Don't worry about that, we'll just run into it. It's not important. Alright, and that's not too important either. Alright. Nice. So, for those who aren't familiar with a randomizer, you see people do it all the time, but what the heck is a randomizer? So, to put it simply, a randomizer is just taking yourself into a game, putting you into a random spot, shuffling items and progression throughout the game, and then it's up to you to figure out how it's done. Whether that's done in logic, where the game or the randomizer puts things in a meaningful progression, that's not a word, progression, where you can just pick things up and do them. Or you've got no logic, where it's just like kids in a sandbox and they just throw it everywhere. We're playing here with logic, so the way this seed was generated is that certain items are placed throughout the world. In logic, where if I find one item, it will make sense to go another. There will never be an item or a song or something that's meaningful to progress the story that's locked behind the item required to get it. So at the moment, when we start a randomizer, the first thing we do is we want to do as many checks as possible. Checks just refers to just locations where I could get an item. For example, we've got this freestanding piece of heart, which can be anything. It's good to know it's a freestanding piece of heart this time.
Nice and vanilla.
Yeah, the more items we get, the more checks we'll have access to. But for the first, I'd say 30 minutes to an hour, we're going to be trying to grab as many of these free checks as we can. That require little to no effort. So there's a couple here in Zora's River. Now, I ideally want to be quick with this. Ocarina of Time does have a day-night cycle. And when we talk about a randomizer, some of the checks are only available at day or night. Those are the iron boots. I will absolutely be collecting those. Please and thank you. And we'll miss that, but that's fine. I'll have another try at that. Alright. These are little Sheikah stones. They're going to give us little hints as to where things are. Really helpful instead of you just hitting your head against a wall to figure out where everything is. Let's see if we can line this up. Nope. I'll give this one more try. If not, I have to go to Kakariko. I can always come back for these. Iron boots at this point are only going to give me access to the water temple. Because we're playing just vanilla, the dungeon entrances aren't randomized, and there aren't many checks that it's required for. Oh well, live and let learn. We still have another check to get here, and I can collect this back as child with a Kaku later on. If I need it, I'll come back for it, and I'll, what's the word, put my fist in my mouth. But alas, we've got to move on. Time is of the essence. Alright. Now, where I can, I ideally want to be back walking, but if I don't have straight lines or whatnot, you are just going to hear me rolling, like you see in the terminal montage video.
As with
From-
most games of the era, moving in funny ways is usually the fastest way.
Correct.
Sun Song?
I'm
Is
playing
that hard?
that one. That one I know what check that's for, so we can ignore that. Those hints are incredibly helpful in regards to what we have to walk in. Oh, hard container, nice.
Some of them are incredibly vague, though.
Oh, and the best part about it is when you get a hint that is something that you've already done, you think, oh, gee, thanks.
Yes, cool item far behind.
Okay, yes, please. So that's going to be very helpful. Bombs are huge. They open up a lot of checks, and I don't think we're going to make Kakariko walking through here, so I'm going to save and quit. You're going to see me saving and quitting a lot. That is mainly for just abusive travel and warping. Until I get songs like Serenade of Water or Prelude of Light, sometimes saving and quitting is going to be the fastest thing to do in the overworld. I'll also be saving and quitting in some dungeons where it makes sense to get back to the start, reset some things instead of me doing a long backtracking, montage sequence if I can avoid it. So, we haven't been too lucky. Even with the Iron Boots, it hasn't opened up too much for us. In Kakariko, if I want to progress any further with Adult, I will at least need the Strength Gauntlets or the Bow to stop the Rolling Goron. If not, I will essentially be saving and quitting and we'll start doing the Child section of this one here. These ones generally go for... Oh, yay. I love not lining that up properly. Alright, let's just do this that way. Generally speaking, Adult, that you've got, I could go into just detailed routing and whatnot here, but what I'm choosing to do is refer to in the community as early Adult, meaning that the first thing I do is some early Adult checks, get them out of the way, because there isn't that many. And generally speaking, you're going to get more checks as Child to progress Adult, but doing this means I get a free song, I get a few checks done, and it means if there's any chance that I'm going to forget anything, it's just a little bit easier. All right, let's see what the sculptures have for us. Let's see if they're going to make me cry today. Huge rupee for 10. What's for 30? Deku nuts. I'm liking this so far. Red rupee. Beautiful. All right, round of applause. We don't have to do sculpture lists today, folks.
It's a good thing. It's quite frustrating.
You can route them, but when you start getting to 20 and 30, you sort of do want to, pull some eyelashes out of your eye, to put it politely. Especially if you don't have things like the hook shot or the boomerang, or even a bottle, it makes it very hard to grab those sculptures. All right. So far, I don't need to do anything there as Child. I'm going to speak to Andrew over here, who's just going to give us a free item. She's usually a Chad. Today she is not being a Chad. Oh well.
Everyone has off days.
The last few runs I've had, she has had a lot of off days. Alright, what have we got in the windmill? A wallet, okay. Could you
That's a
please
good
write
thing.
down windmill wallet, please? Prelude of Light. Fantastic song to get. That is going to cut down a lot of the manual back and forth that we would normally do as Child. If you don't have Prelude or Serenade of Water, getting from Adult to Child is relatively simple. You can just save and quit, put back the Master Sword. When you save and quit as Child, though, you'll put back into Kokori Forest. And if you don't have those warp songs, it is a montage going through Hyrule Field. Alright, 300. Don't need to worry about that. Thank you, sir, but I won't be buying from anything from you today. Let's check the bazaar.
Prices are randomized as well, so you can get some
Correct.
very overpriced items.
So from when this randomizer was first shown off, shop sanity wasn't a thing. It was very early in development, but now it is a thing.
Hey, strength 130.
Yes, please. And for that one, for CAC. So I, as part of Rel's community service series, taking down some notes. It's super important when you're doing a randomizer like this, because based on the information you have, you need to think really quick on the fly in terms of routing. Ooh, Din's Fire, that's hot.
It's too hard to keep all of this in your head.
Oh, correct. There's some things you can commit to memory, but if you're not writing things down, it's so easy to miss certain checks or certain items. Don't ask me how I know that.
Boomerang.
Boomerang on DMT. Alright. recovery heart. Nice. These chests are somewhat color-coded as well. The ones that you've seen me open up so far, they will either contain heart pieces, heart containers, or recovery hearts, or even double defense. But we know where that is. You'll have generic chests which hold rupees and other things like Deku sticks, Deku nuts, item refills. And they also hold the Deku stick and Deku nut capacities as well. Good luck finding which ones they are. We will be opening a lot of these early on, particularly for money and rupee routing, like the strength gauntlets that we saw in Kakariko just before. We will at least need them, particularly if, correct me if I'm wrong, Forest Temple was one of the medallion locations.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so I will need at least strength 1.
Luckily, we can get a wallet from the windmill.
Yeah, we can. And
Fire Temple.
Hook, can you just put Hookshot Fire Temple? So, fun little fact there, in little Dampy's hut, you'll always get a hint to where the hookshot is. One of them, anyway. And if you're wondering why you're saying one of the hook shots, why not just say where the long shot is, or silver gauntlets or whatnot? Items in this are progressive, so until I find items, like for example, if I find the bow, no matter which one I find, that will always be the first bow. Any other bows I find subsequently after that will upgrade the quiver. Same goes for bomb bags, slingshots, and what have you. Same with the hook shot as well. So the first one I always find will be the hook shot. The second one I find will always be the long shot. Same for anything progressive.
Just ticked off Fire Medallion, but you did have something starting in Link's pocket this run?
Yes, that was the Goron Ruby.
Nice.
All right. Here's Danpei. This will be fun. Ideally, I don't want to get hit by fire because, yeah, Link takes his sweet time getting off the floor, reeling in pain. I mean, it makes sense, but it's slow.
Yeah, in his defense, when was the last time either of us got up from being on fire?
Like that. Yeah, the fireplace from Dampy is so trollolol. It does make me sad. Ideally, a good Dampy race in this is under 50 seconds, but I think, considering I just got hit by flame once, we're probably going to be looking at just over 50.
It's not so bad.
Yeah. Another thing about this randomizer as well, there's a lot of, I say quality of life, but there's a lot of changes and things cut out for it, because the main thing about this randomizer and what Game Stable and Jim and co wanted to do is to cut out all the things like some cutscenes or having to redo mini games, just to give you that real dopamine hit of, you know, just get into the checks, get into the fun of it. Zora Scale, that's very nice. That will give us access to Zora's domain now. Magic, that's hot too.
Both good things to find.
All right, cool. So
Well
what I
done
just
there.
did there is a nice side hop, so I void out. If I didn't make that, I would have been soft locked there and would have had to save and quit, go all the way back Temple of Time, and then go from there. So what I'm going to be doing now, there is at least one check in Death Mountain Trail that I'm going to do. If I don't do it as adult, I can't do it until I have the Strength Gauntlets as child, so I've got no way to throw the bomb flower that's meant to be there. Whereas adult, I can just backflip off the cliff to grab it. Now, because these dungeons aren't randomized as well, if I had the bomb bag immediately, I would have gone straight to that as adult and cleared to Dongo's Cavern. Because they're not shuffled, I obviously know where every dungeon is, and I already have some bosses in my head that are just quick and easy clears to do. And hopefully, you'll able to see me do some glitches and some nice optimization strats to get that done. Alright, what's this check here? That is a huge rupee. I am going to grab that.
Need it this early.
Yeah, it saves me doing some rupee grinding at the start as child, because we'll essentially, when we go there, we've got a shop, we've got 3 shops that we need to check, and we've got the slingshot mini game as well. I mean, technically 4 when we get back to Kokori Forest.
We've also got better fortune in this run. Link can only carry 99 rupees at this point. Last run we did, we could buy a wallet for 105.
It's sometimes this randomizer is really just like, you know, like waving the carrot in front of your face and being like, oh, we're sorry, we're sorry. Yeah, it's very unfortunate sometimes.
This is much better because we can get that wallet nice and easy, and then you can get your strength gauntlets.
I also need to remind myself I've got Prelude of Light, so I don't have to save and quit as much.
Which one's that should tick off?
That will be, so that one was from the windmill.
Nice.
So we also have 12 song checks. Songs are really important. There's only like 2 of them that cut off progression. Now, there is the Ocarina of Time song check, speaking of, which is locked behind these 3 spiritual stones. Hyrule Castle, I know exactly where that is, but there's only one you can do. And Deku Tree. Okay,
Nice.
I'm going to assume this game is going to require the Ocarina of Time song for this. So that will be nice and fun.
Very thematic.
Correct. Oh, it's nighttime. All right, little doggy, you can run past there. So night's pretty cool. This is ideally how you want to route it with sort of the day-night cycle. Closing it, ending it there where I did with Adult Link, I wanted to come back for it to be night because unless there is something required, like money-wise, I cannot get from the Bomb Chew store here. I don't want to be coming back to the market at nighttime if I can help it. All right, now with us we've got little Richard Z. We're going to take him back to his mama. Apparently she loves him so much, just runs out every night. We're only going to get 1 reward from her. What are you going to give us? Piece of heart, vanilla reward. We love that.
Better than nothing.
She's given me a green rupee before, and I'm like, maybe I should take your dog back out. All right, what do we got here? Bomb chews, fire arrows. I'm actually going to buy those. Even though I've got Din's fire, they can come in handy in some situations, because Din fire does use a whole lot of magic. All right. We're on our way now to Hyrule Castle. Well, we're going to wait out and wake up Talon because he's being a very neglectful father. While I'm doing that, if you have any donations or things you want to plug, go for it, Sten.
Yes, we do have a $71.36 donation from To Whom It May Concern, or To Whom It May Concern. It appears to be spelt like the rhythm game. And just a reminder that we are AusSpeedruns here, raising money for Game on Cancer, or Cure Cancer's Game on Cancer initiative. They are aiming to be to make this generation the last one to die of cancer.
That would be a good thing.
That would be a fantastic thing. So even if you have just a few cents to donate, every cent matters, and it's for a really great cause. Okay, so for that one for Decol, can you just write Ser, just S-E-R, please?
Yep.
All right. The good thing about nighttime as well is that by the time I reach Talon, it reaches day. Again, comes down to the day-night routing. Song would make it easier, but ideally, some songs should only be used in certain circumstances. All right, Talon, time for you to wake up. Now, fun part of this randomizer as well, this is just by the default racing settings. It actually just starts you with a few Deku sticks, Deku nuts, and the Kikori sword and Deku shield for a child. Otherwise, it is just a 20-minute grind fest, grinding Deku sticks and whatnot in Kikori Forest. It's not interesting, it's not fun, and we want to go fast. So those things are just added by default, and I can still lose my shield if I catch fire. So hopefully I'm not a silly barker. Tee-hee-hee. Alright. Fun little optimization there. Fun fact, you don't actually need to push the box down there. You just do it halfway and then roll off. Alright, what's Impa going to give us? Zelda's Letter, that's always vanilla. Song of Storms, alright.
Good.
That's very good. So that will give us access to bottom of the well, and that will give us access into the moat of the castle.
Do you need to go to bottom of the well for the light?
I do. I am going to hold off until I do Deku Tree, though, because I need bombs. And if Lon Lon Ranch is Way of the Hero, I'm going to assume that's going to give me Zelda's Lullaby as well, which I need both of those if I want to fully clear bottom of the well. All right, that should be enough for that. Let's see what they have for us in the market. All right, what's behind door number 1? Any guesses, Rel?
Nothing valuable.
There's going to be a hook shot there, I believe.
Oh! No, we do have something valuable at the claim check, and...
Yeah. Hey, it's still good to be there.
Yeah. All right. Could you just put MK160 for that? And I will probably come back and buy that claim check, so don't worry about writing that down.
It's all good.
We'll do some small rupee grinding for that. And, all right. What's in door number 2?
It's a hook shot.
You know, you can't play with my feelings like that, Stan. Hookshot is absolutely, it's amazing. I can't do the game without it. Forest Medallion, if you just want to put 170 next to it for the market. So we are going to need that wallet in, that was in the windmill,
Yes.
ideally. Now, normally in the game, you'd use Song of Time at the end of that Dampy race, and it would actually give you access to the top of that to get it. I don't have Song of Time. And I ain't doing that Dampy race again if I can help it. So ideally, if I can get a hook shot before then, I'll use a nice little skip to grab that.
Good save.
I know what you're talking about. Wasn't close at all.
Did miss it.
It was very close, and I was worried. And we get... Oh, excellent.
The perfect reward.
Oh, this is just the unfortunate life of Link here. In this randomizer, there are sometimes where you go to some merch. There's going to be two Deku scrubs that we're going to do Kikori Lost Woods, I should say. And sometimes they will absolutely swindle you. You'll pay them 40 and you may get 1 rupee, you may get 5. They're not very nice. It upsets
It's
me.
a great deal.
Yeah, if they give us an item, we'll forgive them, but otherwise, no. Alright, so I'm going to grab this last red rupee on the other side here. Go back and grab that claim check, because I will go back as adult to go to that at the top of DMT. Alright, I need to make my movement very clean. I'm leaving Hyrule if I want to make it to Lon Lon Ranch in time. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go back or reroute it somehow. Alright, claim check. That will give us a check on Death Mountain Trail. That reminds me, I do have Song of Storm, so I can do everything in Kikori Forest as well. Alright, let's see if I can line this up and beat it. You'll know the day and night cycle. If you get to somewhere before the wolf howls, it'll still be day. Afterwards, it'll still be afterwards it'll be night, and you'll know it's day because you'll hear a rooster or a cuckoo cawing. Alright. Can we do it?
Got it fine.
Oh, heck yeah. Alright, there we go.
Lucky.
Crises averted. Alright, I need at least 1 rupee from here, because it's going to cost me 10 rupees to play the Kaku game with Talon. Alright, these lovely ladies are called Phil, and Phyllis. You know, these ladies have never done me wrong, as opposed to the other 2 gentlemen Kakus that we will see later on. Alright, and last one. Where are you, Phyllis? No, you're not Phyllis. You're not Phyllis. There we go.
Got it.
Ah, thank you, Phyllis. Thank you for cooperating and playing nice today. A blue rupee. Okay. Love this.
Spend 10, got 5.
Blue rupee. The run. Oh, my goodness. Alright, so another thing that as part of the routing and why we try to do this as a speedrun is sort of process of elimination here and using hints. Like, for example, I know it's Way of the Hero here, so if we get close enough to Melon where she wants to give me the song, Zelda's Lullaby.
Nice.
Zelda's Lullaby 9 times out of 10 is always required. It is classed as a Way of the Hero item. There's only one other check at Long Lon Ranch that's in this randomizer, and I know it's the Big Goron sword because it will be in this windmill here. And if I can figure out how far away I need to go to get around this, that would be lovely. Big Goron sword's going to be really huge. I'm going to need the Megaton Hammer, but if I didn't find the Megaton Hammer in this run, I would use the Big Goron sword in lieu to kill Ganon in the final fight before I get the Master Sword back. Alright. After this, I'm going to save and quit. That's going to put me back in Kikori Forest, and from the hints and whatnot we've seen, that's going to be Christmas, because the Deku tree looks like it's going to be loaded. Alright. Thank you. Kind Lon Lon Ranch. Nice knowing you.
So that's everything you needed done there. Done.
Yes, so Longland Ranch is crossed off the list. We don't need to go back and like steal a Pona or anything like that either. We will just get a Pona song when we get it, and if we need to use it, we will. All right. Christmas time. Let's see what Mito has for us. Hopefully something good. There are 4 chests in here, and based on how a randomizer is generated, sometimes it can be good. All right, so far nothing. I love this for us.
It's all right. Could be worse.
Could be worse. All right, red rupee, that's not bad. Heart container, I'll take that. I ideally want a few hearts to spare. Bomb shoes, that's pretty big.
That's a good save.
Even though we are going to get bomb bags in the Deku tree, as per the hint, bomb shoes are still really nice because they blow things up instantly. And we like that. We very much adore that.
How many was it?
That was 10 bomb shoes. But we're going to have 20 bombs anyway.
Yep.
I'm probably going to use them all to clear the Goron maze in Goron City. Just nice and simple that way.
Which we definitely need to go to for the Spirit Medallion.
Yeah, there's a few different checks that we can do in Goron City, funnily enough. I think we can do all of them. Oh, double defense. Nice.
Good to have.
All right, wait for you to go by. Thank you. Yeah, I'm still getting used to this new circle pad. The last one I had, the cover came off, and I had to replace it myself because no one wanted to help. So even things like... I'm not sure if anyone's familiar with some of the glitch speedrunning tech for Ocarina of Time, but there's one called FES, or HES, which stands for Forward Extended Super Slide and Hyper Extended Super Slide. I still have not got the feel of this circle pad down, so I will not be doing it this run, unless we want to wait 5 minutes of Link slowly crawling across Hyrule Field. Nothing in Kokori's shop, that's fine. Alright, we're going to move straight onto the Deku Tree. Now, you might be wondering, why are you doing the Deku Tree without a slingshot? Because we don't need one. All I need is Deku Nuts. I kid you not, that's it. That's a Deku Baba. I should probably pay attention to that. Before we go into the Deku Tree, we've got 2 Sheikah Stones around here that we are going to probe for hints. What do you got for us? Magic Meter Graveyard, we've been done, knew that. Point in case. But sometimes this game really just wants to go, oh, by the way, it's here in case you didn't go here already. Alright, what's our second hint here? Okay, so for ice, can you please put REQ, R-E-Q?
Yes, sir.
From the sounds of it, I don't think Spirit Temple will be required. So we'll see how we go. I do need to do Volgear, at least at the minimum, from the looks of it.
Nothing's pointing directly to the Spirit Temple so far, though.
Yeah, nothing's pointing to the Shadow Temple either. Nothing to water as well. Ideally, I would like to hear some hints from the game if any of them are foolish. You probably would have seen a few of them before. Foolish means there is... Oh, huge rupee. That's nice. That will come in really handy. But it basically means there is nothing of progression or value there. It literally just means it will be junk items like basic chests or hearts.
Nothing that you need to progress.
Yeah, don't be wrong, there are some temples, even though it's quote-unquote foolish, we still want to do anyway because they're quick to clear. Like, for example, the Forest Temple had nothing in it. I would still go and clear it because I can get a very quick boss kill within the first 5 minutes of getting into the Forest Temple, which thankfully I'll get to show if I can get the hook shot. Alright, what's our little progression item here? Is this the bomb bag or... Yep, the bomb bag.
Nice. Loaded on bombs.
Blue rupees. I swear if I see more blue rupees, I'm going to start seeing red.
Your inventory's full, so that still wouldn't be good.
Thank you for the reminder.
Happy to help.
Alright, so normally, you know, the game expects you to get the slingshot to get these sculptures off the way. However, we can just literally go past them. If they do look at us, whoop, you can stay there. If you stop moving, they don't actually hurt you. The game thinking that you need the slingshot is just gaslighting you into thinking that you need security. We don't even need it for Goma. Don't be wrong, it does speed up the Goma fight, but it's not required. Alright. And speaking of, thank you. Deku Nuts are also busted, in case you haven't figured out. They stun. They can get some of the Deku merchants out of their holes, and ideally did not want to attack with that. I just want that to light on fire. Thank you. Yeah, the Deku Nuts, in my opinion, are the most busted item in the game. They have no rhyme or reason doing what they do. Speaking of... No, never mind. We're going to have to wait for him to spin around. So if I try to squeeze through there, he's going to knock me, and I'm not going to have enough speed going down, and we're not going to break through the web, and I don't want to climb up here again.
He's not nice.
No. Alright, what have we got here? Ooh, another progression item. Alright, Stan, do you think this is a hook shot?
Oh, it's definitely the hook shot.
Definitely.
Definitely the hook shot.
100%.
Let's see what it is. I'm held in suspense.
Fish.
Bottle. Fish. Fish! Now, I'm killing the Skulltula for a reason, because I'm about to do a skip here, and I do not want to get in the way of my targeting. Alright, so normally, you have to go around. It's about 5 or so minutes, but we don't have time for that, and I just messed that up. Essentially, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set myself up in a very specific way. Jump slash, backflip, get myself here. Now, I think this is going to be the right angle. Nope. Essentially, you can roll off that. It actually gives enough height for Link to do a jump. It will magnetize to that, and that will essentially skip us from having to do that. And that's a little bit too far to the side.
Very specific positioning.
So I'll just have some quiet time while I do this.
A little more to the left, I think.
A little more to the left, yeah. Give that a try.
About there. Oh,
Yeah.
a little more. You moved right as you
more
jumped.
Yeah.
Top right of your screen, you've got a couple of little notches.
Notches, yeah.
It's the left notch you want to line up.
Up. Yeah, about here. Yeah,
There you
we
go.
Alright. It's so much easier to do as adult, because adult can just climb up and do it for free.
Height solves all problems.
Correct. If I had shuffled the dungeons here, and if the game expected me to do it as adult, I essentially could just run through it like it was no one's business. But because we're not shuffling the dungeons, the game, it will lock off the Deku tree. So if I went in there as adult, I wouldn't be able to access it. It would expect me to do it as child. So in a normal, non-dungeon shuffled randomizer, Deku tree is so incredibly free. Alright. This is probably going to be a 2-cycle Goma, but we'll see how we go. You can do 1-cycle Goma with Deku Nuts, but the timing is incredibly precise. So this is probably going to be a 2-cycle. But we are going to try and whack it with some Deku Sticks. Alright.
Nice.
There we go. Yeah, you can stun it with Deku Sticks, but it does not last very long. So it's now the RNG fest of, does she go up a pillar or does she walk to the furthest wall possible to go there? Fortunately, we can't knock her down with Deku Nuts. The bow and the slingshot can, but otherwise, this is just going to be for fun. I hope we can get 2-cycle. Might be 3 because I only got the 1 jump slash there. Yep, this is going to be 3-cycle.
It's all right.
Yeah, alas. The reason we're doing it with Deku Sticks, despite it doing a little bit more damage with the jump, there's a small glitch, I'm not sure if it's intended, with the Deku Stick breaks, but you can still swing it. And it's a lot quicker than slinging the sword, just the Kikori sword. Alright. Come on, Goma. There we go.
Nice.
Right, that's 1 out of 5 down.
Do I have time to jump in with a quick donation?
You absolutely do.
We have $125 from Propane Milo saying, DesPenguin's Randomiser any percent Ocarina of Time. Chris, let's go.
You can do it.
Beautiful. Thank you, Nick. Alrighty. All right, now it's time for the Lost Wood saga of this. I can do all but one check for this. I need Saria's song for the Skull Kid check, but we can basically do everything else here. We can also reach Zora's domain. The good thing about what we've done as adult, it's the good thing we did early adult, there is so much that's open to us as child now in terms of searching for progression. So you probably will see me as child for quite a bit here. Cool.
That's a great hint.
We love recovery hearts so much. Alright, what's in this Song of Storms grotto here? Alright, this won't be worth me checking because I'm already maxed out on rupees. Okay, that is really good to know. I'll still be going to Zora's Fountain because there is a great fairy fountain check that I will do. But essentially I won't be needing Ruto's letter, which is nice. Alright. If I can get these lines right, it'd be nice. There we go, thank you. Alright, what are you giving me for 40 rupees? Another, yep. Never trust a Deku Scrub salesman. Alright, that is for DMC.
Yep.
That's SAR, Saria's song. So, ideally, I will want at least hover boots or hook shot at this rate. I also do need a Goron tunic. Hopefully I find one in the world, otherwise I need 2 wallets.
I've got great news for you. The hook shot's in the Fire Temple.
Oh, pain and suffering.
That was great news.
Also, I lied. I can't do 2 checks because I don't have a slingshot. But we're going to play a little memory game that I have never failed once in my life.
Never.
You can't prove otherwise. Alright, come on, Link. Alright. As part of the randomizer, this is slowed down. Well, I'll say slowed down. They've cut out some of this, so I only have to do this like with total of 5 notes.
True melodic genius.
Yes. I forgot I randomized the Ocarina tunes. Oh, that's so cool. So that's another setting of the randomizer is you can just randomize your what your Ocarina instrument plays. That right there was the windmill. I think, yeah, the little windmill record box. I don't know what you call those. I don't know. I'm not that educated.
Songophone, probably.
Songophone. What a powerful word.
Pure speculation.
Sustained. Alright. So we're going to go all the way to Sacred Forest Meadow for this. Just to grab the song that Saria has. A purple rupee in Dodongo's Cavern. Oh boy, Dodongo's Cavern seems like it's a beautiful place to go. Alright. So we're going to get the song from Saria. Then, because I have Song of Storms, I'll probably do Goron City, clear that, and then go to Zora's River. You're probably thinking, man, you have the bombs, why aren't you doing Dodongo's Cavern as a child? No, I refuse. It's so incredibly slow. The reason we don't do it as child is because it will force you to do the entirety of the dungeon, which is incredibly slow. Adult can basically cut the dungeon by a third. Because you can just climb up and hit some of the switches that you would have to go around for. Piece of heart. Oh, lordy.
They don't seem to be your friends today.
No, I remember the one time they gave me light arrows and I said, don't worry, I'll come back, you'll have return business. I'm not so sure now.
They lured you in.
No.
You got suckered for light arrows. Don't forget you need those.
Yeah, I need those. Maybe next time we should check the chests. So if you ever struggled with these Wolfos in the N64 or this version of the game, very simple. Yeah, just slash them from behind and they die instantly. Alright. I'll only open you because I need rupees. But you don't give me rupees. Yep, you gave me Deku Nuts. I spoke too soon. Alright. Good thing on our way back is we're going to have, well, we've got 3 hint stones here. So they're going to be fun to go through. And the name of the game right now, besides just doing some checks, is information, information, information. I want to start making a route in my head of sort of what I want to do to the mid-game. When I go back to adult, I want to do as many checks as well. I want to clear as many dungeons as I can if I can help it. So what I'm on the lookout for at the moment in my head, well, yes, it's good. I'm getting the Zora scale and everything like that. I really need a hook shot because I want to get that wallet. Or if I can just get a wallet by itself, I at least need a strength upgrade. Minuet of Forest, that's very good. Very, very good. Because that will get me a free song. Song of Songs, Hyrule Castle, Slay. Already got that one. But essentially, yes, I want to start playing this out. I need strength because it is required, at least strength 1. Even though he's an adult, the game still checks, even without the randomizer, it still checks that you have the Goron bracelet to move some of the blocks around. Alright, for Forest, Sun Song, please.
Yep.
And what's this hint here? They say winds of ice surround a bow. So Ice Cavern will have the bow. Alrighty.
So you need to do Ice Cavern and Fire Temple.
Well, it depends. If I find another bow before then...
or a hook shot.
I mean, to be fair, I actually don't need the bow to do the boss quick kill in the Forest Temple. All I need is a hook shot for Phantom Ganon. But if I can find a bow, if I do not get that medallion that drops from the Forest Temple from Phantom Ganon, I will need the bow to do a full clear. Alright, first of all, let's check what the Goron shopkeeper has for us.
He's got a hook shot.
Could have a hook shot.
Don't play with my heart like that, Stern. I can't take it. Alright, and we'll start this little spinning pot that has not given me nightmares before. Alright. I could just din fire these, but I'd rather save the magic. Okay, cool. Now, we're going to save this stick just by slashing our sword. That won't use it up, but get rid of the fire. I will need some Deku sticks. As child, nothing of use there. There was no hook shot.
We've been misled.
You're just not believing hard enough.
I believed it was going to be a hook shot for like 100 rupees.
You see, that's more reasonable. What's the cruelest way this game can hurt me? That's... Alright.
That's up there.
That's up there. Alright, Mr. Spinny Boy. This is another reason why I like bomb shoes, is we can easily stop this boy. Save us having to time a bomb. Alright, what have you got for us? Spirit Medallion, nice.
That's
good. Alright, we take those.
2 down.
2 down. Well, did we mark off the Zora Sapphire as well?
No.
No, we did grab that from the Deku tree. So the Emerald, that one was Hyrule Castle, correct?
Yes.
Cool, I know exactly where that is, so we may grab that after we check some of the Zora's domain checks. Oh, and you guys are just chests. I love that.
Value.
Absolute value. Alright, what have we got here? Huge rupee, huge value. And what was that hint? Lizards in the Spirit Temple. That's very here nor there. Even though, yes, they give Deku Nuts, there is a second chest there. So that's not a, oh, we should avoid it. We just know one of the 2 chests are bad. Alright. Now here comes my favourite charity hour. Consider this a montage. If this doesn't go well, so Sten, if you have things to plug, monologues, or telling people why we're here today, go for it.
I guess I'll use this as an opportunity to remind you that ASM 2026 is sponsored by RetroTink. If you're on site here, you can come and try out a RetroTink in the Tink room. We've got a 2X, a 5X, and a 4K for anyone to try out. And we are also giving away a RetroTink 4K for anyone that donates more than $50. Well, I should say, if you donate more than $50, you go in the draw to win the RetroTink 4K. I personally have been using RetroTinks for, I think about 5 years now. They're really good. You can just plug and play, very little latency. Really depends more on your monitor than anything else. So good if you're running anything on a retro console. I cannot recommend them highly enough.
This is one of the days of time, to be sure. Sometimes when you throw the bombs in this, it just jumps off. Like, even though you've got it perfectly in, it will just skim off and just say no you. Mind you, majority of that was a runner issue, but... Oh, you're going to give us bombs again. I'm going to give this a few more tries, and then if I need to, come back to it. Depending... Sometimes it's RNG, sometimes it's how it's facing. Sometimes I'm just not believing hard enough, apparently.
Believe better.
It's going to give you a hook shot.
Alright. Right, we want this to land on the happy face. Not the angry face, not the meh face, the happy face. There we go. And that's a red rupee.
Almost as good as a hook shot.
Almost.
Yeah, I mean, red's close enough to blue for a hook shot, right? Right? Right?
For those colorblind folks, maybe.
Okay. So now I'm going to do a bit of Death Mountain Trail here. Good news is because we have bombs and we have Zelda's Lullaby, we can do a lot of the checks here. I'll change my route a little bit. I'll probably do bottom of the well after this because there is an owl at the top of Death Mountain Trail that will happily take me back to Kakariko. Now, I do have Song of Storms to get into there, but this is a speedrun. Well, we'll show off some cool tricks on how we get into the bottom of the well if we didn't have... oh, gee, Wave the Hero. Couldn't think of why that would be Wave the Hero. But we'll show off some cool tricks as to how we get into the bottom of the well if we were doing a randomized dungeon, or if the game didn't give us Song of Storms. The logic in this has some glitches taken into account, where it may expect me to do some glitches. Boomerang. We know the boomerang is not necessarily required because Jabu is foolish and there's no other checks that require it. So it's good that we just have it, I guess. Okay. Now we're going to do the smart thing of putting this down. Wait for it to explode and wait a couple seconds after because there are lovely lingering hitboxes in this game. Alright, clear that. And I'm going to swap to the Hylian shield here because I do not want to set on fire and lose my Deku shield ideally if I can help it. Alright. Now, our good friend the Skulltulas are back. This is going to be a slower climb.
Gotta be more careful with this one, yeah?
Yeah. Technically, I could do the boomerang, but it's very awkward and it doesn't really aim properly, unlike the slingshot. Alright, we're going to go up here, check this hint stone. A fish bottle. No way. I should go back to the Deku tree to get that.
See if it's there.
That's crazy. Now, I don't get knocked off here because it is a long climb.
Instructions unclear.
So how's everyone's day going today? All going good? We're, having a swell old time. Lordy.
Patience.
Patience is something that this randomizer has taken from me. I will never get ever again.
Alright. That's insane.
Do I file for witness protection at this point? Do I go into hiding? You know what?
Are you gonna boomerang him?
I absolutely am. I ain't having none of this today, Felicia.
Well, you've had it 3 times, so.
Why do you do this to me?
I'm just here to be the note taker and your memory.
My memory that is failing me. Alright. First Great Fairy Fountain here. You're meant to get magic here, but let's see what it gives us.
Hook shot.
If it has a hook shot, I don't know. I'll do something kind.
Better than a hook shot.
No, it's not.
I mean, you need to recover the health from getting knocked down off the wall.
That never happened. I know what you're talking about.
I'm here to be your memory. You did fall down 3 times.
Can we change this category to revisionist history %, please?
I think you'll find revisionist history cannot be a percentage.
If only. Alright. They've got 2, technically 3 checks here. That's going to be a nothing burger. Piece of heart at Lake Hylia? No way. And there's, what? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like 5 checks at Lake Hylia. So it just saying there's a piece of heart there is like, great. Fantastic. Thank you for your...
Probably always a piece of heart there.
Yeah, there generally is. I don't know, I'm not sure why. Prelude of Light, we've been done, knew that. Alright, we have one more check here at the face of the cliff. And then we are going to just... What is that? Megaton Hammer. That's
good to find.
That is very nice. That is required. Alright, so we're going to jump down here. This is going to reset the timer as well. And this is another reason I need hearts. Is there is a setting within the randomizer. I think that's for Roar's Wind. Yes, it is. I'll remember to buy some magic beans when I'm in Zora's River. It's what's called fewer tunic requirements. So sometimes in the logic of the game, it will expect you to have X amount of hearts to essentially like face roll yourself through the timers that are there, particularly for the water temple, and it'll expect it for at least the first floor of the fire temple here. All right, we're going to take good old mate Josh here. I'm going to put him in here. Andrew's going to give us a piece of heart, you wonderful, kind human being. Now, I'm going to go into the graveyard here. This is more for safety purposes and to reset old mate Josh out of his pen. For that lovely little trick that we want to show off. Yes, Song of Storm's cool, and yes, it drives the guy insane. But we want to make this fun. This is a speedrun.
Speedrun check is cool.
Correct. All right, so I'm going to pick up Josh here. I'm going to throw Josh in the corner. We're going to wait for Josh to calm down, a little bit like a baby. He has object permanence, so if I go missing, he will go wandering. All right. Now that he's calmed down, we are going to do the wonderful thing known as a triple slash clip. So let me line this up. Essentially, we'll do 3 slashes, put the sword away. I might need to move back a little more. Now, I want to be very precise with how I line this up.
It's about there.
Yeah. Otherwise, I would fall out of the map and it would be a sad time. Alright, now I've got to wait for Josh to come back here. Come on, Josh. Come on. Come on, boy.
He did move, which is very inconvenient.
He is meant to stick around this corner. Come on. Come on, buddy. Yes. Yes, keep going. Go on, Josh. Come on, boy. Pick up. All right,
Nice.
We got it. Wrangle Josh. All right. Don't worry, we're not done yet. All right. And then we just need to hold forward as much as we can.
Paraglide.
Good. There we go. And we're into the bottom of the well.
Nice.
Alrighty. If I was a little bit too far to the right there, I was a little too far to the wall, I would have just hit myself off the map there. And that would have been, as the children say, not very fun. Correct. I'm in with the lingo. I'm hip, as they say. All right, bottom of the well. Very, very good dungeon to clear in the randomizer. If I could go into the chest, that'd be nice. Because it's so free. Bow, very nice.
That's good.
Don't have to worry about that there.
You can skip the ice cavern now.
Correct. The ice cavern had Requiem of Spirit. If for some reason I get a hint that it's required, I will do it. I've got 2 bottles now, so that means doing the ice cavern is bearable. All right, nothing there. What do we got? You are just a generic chest. Cool. But we still have a light medallion to find, and I need a silver key. So we're going to make the water level go down here. Ooh, she cup. That actually sounds very nice. Okay, You are not a silver key chest. Worst case scenario. Oh, there's one. We only need the one silver key. There's 3 in this dungeon. I think I've seen 2 of them now. So this means, unfortunately, we'll have to do dead hands.
Not gonna lie, that key did not look very silver to me.
So that's another fun thing as part of the randomizer. Key sanity is a setting here. No,
Oh, we've lost the USB.
Lost it. Hold on. We got it. We back. There we go.
Cool.
All right, never mind. I thought I had song, but I do not. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to bait this re-dead. We don't want him hugging our face, so give it 2 jump slashes. You should be dead already. Thank you. All right. So if this is the 3rd key, oh, this might be the medallion. That is a Deku seed. No, Deku nut. Oh, I can't remember what my items are in this game anymore. That's fantastic.
Deku seed.
Deku seed, Deku nut. Same. Alright. So we're going to go to our one locked door here, clear the basement, move straight to dead hands. Bottom of the well, not in a lot of unshuffled dungeon randomizers, has a chance of so many items because there's so many checks. There's only like 3 silver key chests and just so many other chests, which the randomizer will go statistically. There's a good chance we can put a lot of items here. So this is almost Christmas. When we say Christmas, it's free. Ooh, is this how? All right, cool, amazing. This is what happens when you don't go left. Part of the logic is as well, it expects me to go through all these without the lens of truth. Which you'd think I would know these a lot better now. But alas, here we are. Alright, what have we got over here? Silver key chest here. Ah well. We'll do Schmed hands. Alright, while I backtrack to get that other golden chest, if you have any donos, any things to plug, even any fun analogies or jokes, or you know what? If you want, please donate your favorite Zelda puns. I'd love to hear them.
Yes, be sure to get your Zelda pun donations in. And while you're doing that, you can put those donations towards an incentive as well. We've got a few coming up today. The next one coming up is choosing the skater for Tony Hawk's Underground. Currently, Big Pimpin' Eddie 5 is in the lead with $20, with Big Lion and Green Chick currently having no donations yet. So if you want to see either of those, be sure to get them in. And we also have a few incentives open for Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. We've got the rival name, we've got the trainer name, and the flyer name. Currently, for the rival, we have Creosis in the lead with $10 and no other options. So feel free to get those in. We have nothing submitted for the trainer name, so $1 could get you anything you want right now. And for the flyer, we have $20 towards Delibird.
Just think that $1, the world's your oyster, and you can do a Zelda pun as well. 2 in 1. Great value.
You could name that character literally anything as long as it's within 7 characters.
7 characters, and of course family friendly. Ideally. Preferably. I don't know.
There are some things we won't put on stream, yes.
Alright, so coming up is Dead Hands. If I have to do the Shadow Temple, you'll see him again. Normally, you have to find him underground, throw a bomb at it, or you could just do this. You backflip into the hands, they don't grab you, and you can go straight to Dead Hands. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to do a slash, followed by a jump slash. And this will be about 3 phases. Backflip here. Slash him there. Goes down. No, I should have done the second jump slash there.
Oh, one more, it's alright.
Yeah, one more. There we go. Fun fact, you don't need to wait for Dead Hands for that chest to spawn. Alright, what do we got ourselves here? A nothing boiger. Alright. So we're going to save and quit here, taking us to the entrance of the bottom of the well. There's another check in Kakariko I will do before this day is over.
It's still good though. So what?
Yeah.
3 medallions down, 2 bosses down.
So far only 1. So when I say I have to kill 5 bosses, that is the main temple. So whether that's off the tip of my tongue, whether that's Jabu Jabu, Dodongo's Cavern, Deku Tree, in each of the 5 temples, like Ice Cavern, Gerudo Training Grounds and whatnot, unfortunately don't count. But that's fine. We will still go through some of them if we find there is a needed item here. Alright. Also wait, did I do Song of Storms check? No, I didn't do Song of Storm check at Goron City. Alright. Cool, that's there. That is also a nothing burger. Alright, so... Alright, we're going to go back to Sacred Forest Meadow and we are going to do the Zora's River arc. So I'm going to buy... Because I don't have a hook shot, I'm actually going to buy all 4 magic beans. One of them I will plant in the graveyard if I can get to Lake Hylia. Oh no, yeah, I will be going to Lake Hylia. One at Lake Hylia, unfortunately, until I get if I get Requiem of Spirit and Bolero of Fire, I won't be able to plant the other 2, but it's easier than just going back to do returns there. When I turn adult, those magic beans will turn into nice little lily pads that I'll be able to ride to get to those item checks. One of the items I saw in Death Mountain Crater is Farore's Wind. That can really speed up runs and it saves a lot of backtracking. So I absolutely want to get my grimy little mitts all over that as well. And I can also grab the iron boots while I'm here as well. So that will be all fun and stuffs.
I have good news. The first Zelda pun has come in.
Oh, fire away.
We have $10 from Dr. Rank asking, why can't Ganon use the internet? There's too many links. And putting this towards the trainer name of Josh, which now puts Josh in the lead at $10.
Hey, my boy Josh.
With no other options as of yet.
Look, Josh was an absolute legend, letting us get into the bottom of the well, even though we didn't need him, but he was there when we needed him most. So, if any of them come through as runner's choice, they would immediately go to Josh. All right, let's have a look. All right, now, funnily enough, I actually need 100 rupees to buy all 4 of these, so I'm going to be 1 rupee short, which is fine. All right. Well, you mock me, sir, for not having 100 rupees.
Have you considered getting a bigger wallet?
Have I considered getting a hook shot?
Both of these things would be valuable to the run.
Rupee? Rupee? Alright, we got 1 rupee. Alright, we're good. We can afford magic beans. We don't have to sell our cow anymore. Alright. So, let's buy our last magic bean here. Alright. Now, this Kaku, we call him Gleginald, which is Glenn and Reginald. I can't decide, and I'm greedy. Gleginald's not too bad. Gleginald, he does his job well, he's consistent. He turns up to work, he clocks in, he clocks out, he goes home, he's got a family to feed.
Would you say he clocks in and clocks out?
Yes.
I'll be here for about 3 more hours.
Alright, so I'm going to play Song of Storms here for the frogs. That will give me... Actually, I'll play more than Song of Storms. So, there's 5 frogs here. You can play any of the child songs that you get there. Song of Storms will give me a bundle of arrows. That's very nice. There is a quote-unquote Final Frogs song where they will give you an item, but you need to play all the child songs first, the other 5 that aren't Song of Storms. And when you play each of them, they will give you rupees. Now, is that the... Yeah, those are the only 2 I have. Alright, Gleginald, let's go. So, we're going to take Gleginald and we're going to get the Iron Boots. Once I get the Iron Boots and Hookshot, if Shadow Temple's required, I'll get to show off a really nice little trick there as well. Might help out in the Forest Temple, too. Basically, boots plus hookshot is very funny, and gets us access to a lot of different things. Alrighty. Oh, come to think of it, we need iron boots as well for one of the checks in Zora's Fountain. Alright, Gledginald, your country thanks you for your service. Alright, I can clear you. Alright. Zora's Domain, that is, it's not too bad for checks. There's a little bit of back and forth we've got to do. Oh, that was Malin, that was nice. Damn, you guys have really done really well with the randomizer settings. Some of which, honestly, I'd even played around for until the other night. If anyone is ever keen on picking this up, by the way, they do this for both 3DS and emulator, if that's what you do. It's really friendly, and the community there is awesome. If you have any questions, everyone there is just so chill and happy to help. Alright. Desert Waterfall. Can you write that down for me, please?
Yes, sir.
Alright. So that means when we meet Russell later, Russell will not cluck us too hard. I think we've now shifted from Zelda puns to Kaku puns, and I'm okay with it.
I think Kaku puns are a subset of Zelda puns, right?
But they're superior. Just fact. We don't mind it. If you want to do Zelda puns or Kaku puns, your donations are welcome.
I've got to throw another one out then, because if they're supreme, you could have said they're supreme, which is a cut of chicken.
That one flew right over my Kaku head nest.
Only I understood that joke.
Shout outs to Jack Nicholson. What a good movie. Alright. Yes, there is a shop here. I will check it, but I will do that once I finish lighting all these torches. I can do that. Now, Jabu Jabu was foolish, so there's no point checking it. I am going to check the Great Fairy Fountain while I'm here, though. So, normally you need Rudo's letter in the bottle to do it, which is in the randomizer. There is a specific item that is for Rudo's letter, but we don't need that where we're going. We won't need it for adult either, because there's a chance now I've got the iron boots, because they were so available so early to us. There's a chance they may be required for an item, which there is one at the bottom of Zora's Fountain. But we won't need to worry about the letter. As much as I would love to see him go wheat, we're not gonna see that today from the looks of it. Fun fact: you can actually randomize the number of wheats King Zora does in this. It could be anywhere from by default, from what is worked out, I had no idea. It is exactly 23 weeps before he actually moves out of the way in the vanilla game. For some reason, the developers decided, you know what, why stop at 23? Let's see how far we can push this. So you can set this in the randomizer for him to do 128 weeps before he moves out of the way. And I think, I'm not sure how much it's timed, but it's at least 5 minutes. Alright. So, here's another triple slash clip. This is, if you are ever interested in getting into the glitches of this game, this is probably the easiest one to do. Literally pushes yourself out there, and we can literally just swim around. The downside is we can't clip back through King Zora, but we don't mind that. You know what, since I didn't get to, since I'm not going to be able to do Jabu Jabu, I still want to show it off anyway. Yes, I have a fish in a bottle, but let's just pretend there's no fish in a bottle here. So I can line myself up roughly about here, jump to the side, hit Y, and I meant to push myself into Jabu Jabu and clip in. I'll give it one more try, if not, we'll go straight to the Fairy Fountain for it. But it's a very cool thing to show off. Oh, thank God. Alright, don't have to do Final Frogs. Alright, crisis averted.
This is good.
Final Frogs is, I can never memorize it, and it's always really painful to do, and it requires all the songs. There we go. So if I didn't have any bottles, this is how I'd get into Jabu Jabu. Momentum in this game is very fun when we talk about momentum and collision. You can just push yourself into things, and the game's like, yeah, sure, why not? This is a very faithful remake of the original Ocarina of Time. Grezzo did patch a few things like infinite sword glitch. You don't really have access to it in this. But otherwise, besides that, there's a lot of glitches that you can do from the original game. Some of us you can't. But overall, generally pretty good. All right, let's see what this is going to give us. I do need to save and quit after... No, I can just warp out normally. If I didn't have Prelude of Light, I would just need to quit out here. What do we got? Huge rupee, huge value. Sad face. All right. It would help if I did the right song. There we go. So, we need... The last spiritual stone we need is buried away in Hyrule Castle. When it gave me the hint before, again, process of elimination, there are 2 checks in Hyrule Castle. One of them is the song that Impa gives you. The other is the little Great Fairy Fountain just before you start going on to the castle greens, meaning that we know exactly where it is. So I'm going to do this, and hopefully by the time I'm done, this is day, or I'm actually going to wait until it is day before I go in, because what I want to do is, after I get the song, I want to be able to go straight out into Hyrule Field at the front. And what's meant to be a cutscene of Zelda and Impa running away from Ganon, that cutscene skipped and the Ocarina of Time is thrown into the moat, and that will get us a song. Considering these stones have been really easy to find, there's a chance the logic is trying to tell us whatever song is there is required. Alright, cool beans. Alright, we'll wait this out while we're doing that. And we'll get ourselves thrown out the front as well. Why not? So, Ro, how have you been finding ASM so far?
Very good. It's been a good time. It's a nice place where we're able to stay. Nice venue. A lot of really cool runs going on.
Yeah, I haven't been able to run at a an ASM event. I think the last one I did was 2019, so to be back here is really cool. So, so far, thank you for having us.
We still attended last year.
Yes. Oh no, that's right, we did. For PAX for your Knights of the Old Republic KOTOR. Alright, we're going to do some quick bomb tube bowling on the way out. Alright, what are you going to give us for the first prize? Deku Nuts. Alright, cool. So, the 2 prizes in here will always be shuffled with a randomizer pool, the others will not, so we don't care for Deku Nuts, so we're just going to waste all these bomb tubes. And unfortunately it's 30 rupees to play, so it's quite steep. Red rupee. We're not even going to try and earn our money back. So far, the rupee investment in this game has been horrible. Absolutely terrible. You know what wouldn't make it horrible? A hook shot.
The hook shot's always helpful.
Get that as the prize? No?
No.
No.
So it's only the first 2 prizes that we care about for checks. Speaking of checks, forgot to mention at the start, there are a few checks that are excluded from the run. Things like fishing, the big pose, and a lot of inside Ganon's castle. They're just slow. They take a lot of time. Oh yeah, by the way, that cutscene will just throw you into the moat. It will close up the bridge. So we have to swim around for this, and then once I sort of walk towards the entrance again, that will trigger the loading trigger for the cutscene. Alright. This will be the OOT check, by the way.
Yep.
Alright, what have you got for us? Alright, it will give us the song about here. Normally this is meant to be Song of Time. It's Song of Time.
Good.
Oh, even though this is a randomizer, sometimes things will be vanilla for it. This is just how the randomizer cookie crumbles.
Do you reckon there might be light arrows in here?
Nah, hook shot.
Hidden all the red rupee. Alright, we're going to start what I passionately call Tour de Hyrule, and it's going to end at Lake Hylia. Oh, just past Lake Hylia, I should say. So there are a bunch of... This is essentially just Hyrule Field doing all the checks here. So the first one we're going to do is over here. Now, this requires either the gold scale or the iron boots to do. A nice little tree roughly around here. And we'll see what this gives us. That is a piece of heart, unfortunate. All right, and our next check. Oh, thank you so much.
What a nice fella.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Postman. That's just so kind of you. That's never happened before, by the way, in my runs. Oh, sweet joy.
Just a Skyrim messenger on his way to deliver something to someone important.
Yeah. Damn, gotta deliver them highly in sweet rolls. I don't know what just worked here. Alright. We're gonna meet our good friend Russell. Russell is gonna be a well-behaved gentleman today because we only need to do one of the checks. If I had to check both of them, Russell will be under performance review for it. He's not awfully productive sometimes. He just doesn't like to do his job. Alright. I still might take Russell to do the second one, because there is a hint stone that I will want to check. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Russell. Alright, Russell. You won't let me down here, but you'll let me down the moment I throw you. So, the fun thing with cuckoos is sometimes the aiming doesn't really work and let you pick them up. So, what we're going to do... There's there, Russell. Oh, slingshot, huge. All right.
Not bad, not bad.
Yep, all right. Never mind, hint stone gone, and that's why... Well, if you're wondering why I call him Russell, because he Russells my jimmies almost every run. Screw you, Russell.
It could be he ruffles your jimmies. Another bird-esque pun.
You know, I never thought of that. Never thought of it.
There's a reason it was bad.
Look, as someone who is well known for their bad takes, this is also vanilla. Cac for Cat one, that is just Nocturne or Knock. Interesting. So we're missing Bolero of Fire. What hint? Do we have any of the song hints that haven't been marked yet?
Lots. Haven't got anything for TOT.
TOT, yeah. Is there anything else that you don't have?
Saria, Epona, Sun, Impa.
Yeah, we've checked all of those.
Windmill, we got OOT.
So that means TOT is probably Bolero. Which at this point, because I don't have the hookshot or hover boots, I will probably need Bolero at this point. Alright. We're gonna make you give us a piece of heart. Oh. Deku Scrubs 3-0.
That's fine. The next one has your hook shot.
What if there's none, Sten? What if there's no Deku Scrubs left in which to barter with?
There just might not be a hook shot.
I don't think you're believing hard enough.
If only. Perilous Pits of the Well-Guard Ice Arrows.
I seem to recall you picking up some ice arrows earlier.
No, say it ain't so. Ice arrows. It's the only good thing about the ice arrows is they're decent in Majora's Mask. They're horrible here. There is a setting that you can do in this randomizer that will actually let you use the ice arrows to melt blue ice. Sorry, red ice, I should say, which we'll get to see after we go back to adult. But otherwise, they were an afterthought, unfortunately, and you meant to get them from Gerudo Training Grounds. That's meant to be the big prize. All right, what have you got for us here? Oh, this has been a terrible Hyrule field. All right, we are going to go back now, I think.
If it makes you feel any better, you can still get the hook shot from the Fire Temple.
Yeah.
What if I told you both hook shots were in the Fire Temple?
I've had that before. You're probably wondering, why is he complaining about the Fire Temple? It's a really long temple. It's really boring. There isn't many skips I can do for it. It's the longest temple by far. I was hoping with this seed I get to do the Water Temple, and you're probably thinking, what, you're a masochist? No, it's actually a really good temple to do. in temple to do here. Why did I do that? I thought I played Minuet. Anyway, let's do that again. Because in the original Ocarina of Time, you'd constantly have to pause, go into the gear, equip and unequip the iron boots. That is not the case here. Grezzo, in their infinite wisdom and absolute bless them, they made the iron boots an item, so you can just toggle them on and off at will, and it makes the water temple just that much more bearable. And a randomizer, because of how the keys are shuffled as well, it's not as bad as what people complain about it. Fire temple though, yeah, fire temple could
That's a long time.
yeah. Something unsavory comment, adjective, add in here about the fire temple. But we've got the Megaton Hammer. I still need a Goron tunic. At the moment, we're going straight to Goron City. You'll see me using Minuet a lot because at the moment it's the easiest form of access I have to. Oh, that's right. I don't have Saria's song. That's fine because we can just do this.
We do have a song hint for that, though.
Yeah, we know where Saria's song. It's in the crater, but we can just, because we've got Minuet Forest, we can just go around Mido. It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. All right. So there is only one real check we can do in Goron City at the moment. We're going to stop old mate Goron from rolling around. He's a bit scared that, you know, his dad's gone missing. They're going to eat his whole, you know, going to eat his people because of Volgi's not a nice person. They're stuck in the fire temple. Wah wah goo goo gaga. We just want the item he wants to give us. My sympathy is only so limited. All right, we're gonna let him roll around. The way you stop him is either with strength, gauntlets, bomb, or the bow, because you can just blow these up. It's so much more consistent of doing it with the bow. You can also use Din's Fire, but the timing on it is incredibly awkward. Any day when he rolls around now. Come on. All right, here we go.
Nice.
And would you look at that? No way, he's also caught the urge. That's crazy. It's like we have an obsessed Goron fan or something. All right. I see skies of blue, also just blue, and I think to myself,
I have
why am I only getting blue rupees?
I have a quick pun for you if you'd like.
Yes,
This one's just from me. What's a Goron's favorite type of music?
Rock and roll.
Yeah, I was just thinking rock. That's actually better.
All right, that's one for Des today. Yes.
Your prize is a blue rupee.
It's a hook shot.
It is neither. Actually, you know, it might be a blue rupee, but I ain't touching it.
A fire temple. Ooh, that's a good hint.
Yeah, Fire Temple Way, the hero, lovely. I probably did check this, but for some reason I thought I didn't. All right, cool. So now that we've moved Old Mate Goron out of the way, we have two checks that we're going to do. Normally, if I had the hook shot or hover boots at this point, I would grab the melody and go in to grab what's there, but we're going to move this out of the way. And ideally, if you wanted to do this as like a sort of a strat, you'd want at least 4 hearts to make it through, just with the timer. The heat in this is very unforgiving. Without the heat tunic, the time that you have before you burn to a crisp is based on the number of hearts you have. Double defense doesn't really help either. So let's see what you have for us. Piece of art, love. All right, straight after we do this claim check, I'm going to be going into Dodongo's Cavern. Again, another really easy one to do. I could have done it straight away, but these checks are just good to get out of the way. Again, with the whole, all right, what checks can I get out of the way now? What can I just blitz through before I have to do it? And just what items do I have? Can I do most of it without having to come back and sort of double back to it?
Just a double handle, yeah.
Correct. There's some checks where it can't be helped, especially if you have a hint. Like, for example, these 2 checks here, I've had like Wave the Hero, where it's been the Fairy Fountain and the claim check, and I've had to come back both times as adult and child. All right. What are you going to give us for the claim check? Watch it be sweet nothing. Another bomb bag.
Bomb bag's not bad.
Oh my goodness gracious me. Alright, Dodongo's Cavern time. Dodongo's Cavern is absolutely trivial, and you'll get to see why. And King Dodongo as well, we're going to feed him like we would a geriatric patient. We're not going to throw bombs at him, we're just going to feed it to him like it's an aeroplane. It's going to be great. Oh, that's right, there is a huge rupee there as well. Oh no, I grabbed that one. I think I did. Yes, I did. Yahoo. Alrighty. Now, the hints we got for Dodongo's Cavern so far have been pretty meh. I should probably equip a shield so I can shield drop things. But hopefully there are a few chests, and thankfully all the child dungeons outside of bottom of the well and the part of the spirit temple, they have no silver keys in them, meaning that all the chests potentially have something decent in them. You can probably see on the bottom screen that I have the map and compass anyway. They're just removed out of the pool because it's just really, really awkward otherwise. Alright, what have we got behind mud wall number 1?
Could be the hook shot.
That is not the hook shot.
It still could have been.
Alright, what have we got behind mud wall number 2? Not a hook shot. Alright, Link's about to be the most surprised he's ever been in a while. We are going to drop this here. And I'm not sure if it will be seen given the lovely resolution of the 3DS, but Link is just,
He's very shocked.
very surprised, and he's not even looking at it. He's just agape. All right, and this is another reason I like doing it. You just get to backflip all the way up those stairs.
He's very acrobatic.
He is, and for some reason Link's hands are magnetic as well, because he just grabs onto ledges just with ease. All right. So I'm thinking after this. The only problem at the moment with the items I've got, I don't have access to many dungeons. I can do Jabu, but there's nothing progression-wise in Jabu, and it's a long dungeon.
It is foolish.
It is foolish, and there's nothing there. I can't do forest. I cannot go into forest temples. I don't have the hook shot. I cannot open the water temple because I do not have the hook shot. I can't do the fire temple because I don't have the hook shot. Or the hover boots to actually get there. I'm not sure if you can tell, Stem, but there is a recurring theme here. A recurring theme of lack thereof hook shot.
Now, have you considered
Don't say it. Don't do it.
getting the hook shot?
Don't.
We even know where it is.
Yeah, simply go to the fire temple. You know there's one there.
I can't even cross the bridge. Oh, even with a concession, the fare's too steep. At this point in time, hook shot is it's the new fucking pardon me, I'll put that into the swear jar. The new RAM shortage. You just can't get them anywhere, and they're too expensive. Oh lordy! All right, let's see what's behind mud wall number 3. A hook shot, surely. Ooh,
Something.
Ooh, oh. I will take that.
It's not bad.
I will absolutely take that. That will at least give me strength, which as required to clear.
Yes, that's going to run you 130.
Yeah, it looks like at this point I'm going to have to do Ice Cavern for Requiem of Spirit. Now, where were the 2 strength upgrades? I know one of them was Kokori Village. Was the other one the market?
Cack and market. You got 130 and 160.
Yeah. Okay. We've got the slingshot as well. So the thinking that's running through my head at the moment, Spirit Temple is also a really good check to do. So Ice Cavern is probably going to be the play from here. All right, I'll grab this piece of heart while I'm here.
You need that.
Heart container, never punished. Alright, what are we looking like for time-wise, by the way?
The timer is currently at 1:28:30.
Alright, not bad. Alright. King Dodongo's hungry, and who am I to deny a man his feed? So, as adult, this is another reason you don't have to throw the bomb, you can just feed it to him. And for some unknown reason, he takes a lot of damage from the Master Sword, so this is about to be over in the next 20 seconds.
Despite the upgraded weapons you have, Master Sword.
Even the big Goron Sword and the Master Sword do the exact same damage to King Dodongo. So it's always a 2-cycle fight. Alright, that's 2 bosses down, 3 to go.
Do I have time for a quick donation?
You absolutely do. Fire away.
We have $30 from Tibbo, or perhaps Tybo, I don't know the pronunciation, saying it is 2 a.m. over here. Night gang, let's go. Good luck, Penguin, on the rando run. Please put $15 on Whooper Z for the trainer name and $15 on Pooper Z for the rival. So I'm afraid Josh has now been put into second place for the trainer name, behind Whooper Z. And for the rival name, Pooper Z in the lead, ahead of Criosis on $10.
To all my Just Stands out there, please, don't give in. Don't wrong, Pooper Z, it's fantastic, it's great. And why did I think I was child there? But Josh is the chosen one. Can't let him down. Can't fail him. So if you believe in Josh as much as I do, chuck us a dono. Also, I just realised I have 2 checks in the graveyard I can do as well. Those will be infinitely more important than doing ice right now, because one of them will be a song.
That would be handy to have.
Yes, and there is a free check there as well.
Nothing's given me any prompting that you need to do anything for Dempy this run.
I've already done Dampy.
In the actual graveyard, though?
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, as child. That one's a bit harder to route. I might go back for it. If I get nothing from Ice Cavern. The good part about this, and the state we're in at the moment, because we've done a lot of checks, the moment we get things like the hook shot and whatnot, this is going to just cascade.
Huge progression there.
Correct. So I'm going to lose a little bit of time because I just auto-piloted to go Ice Cavern and then realised I have the Sun Song check that I can do in the Composer's Grave. If that's Bolero of Fire, that would be huge. If it is Bolero, I will be checking that immediately in the hopes that the hook shot is within the first couple of rooms. Because we've got the Megaton Hammer that gives us access to about 5 different checks within the temple.
That being the Fire Temple.
Mm-hmm.
For what it's worth as well, there is also the Shadow Medallion in there.
Yes, that we need to do. I'm curious as to know where that's hidden. I have a feeling I might need to full clear it, which I don't want to.
That would be a bit yuck.
Yeah, if I'm lucky. The weird thing about, in particular, with the Fire Temple and the Water Temple, this randomizer, is they have the most silver keys in the game between the two of them. And sometimes the randomizer might go, all right, you're halfway through the temple here. We're just gonna make you do Vivolgia, which will give you like 1 or 2 silver keys and then expect you to clear the rest of the dungeon. So we'll see how lucky or unlucky we get with that.
I'm curious, are the medallions only randomized within dungeons, or can they be literally anywhere?
You can set them to however you want. It's very flexible with it here. Sometimes I found an issue with this randomizer where if you put them at the end of dungeons, the game may expect you to full clear all the other dungeons anyway, and that wastes so much time. So for the racing settings, usually you just place them anywhere. It's just simpler and easier that way. But you can have them either at the end of dungeons, stuck in dungeons, or just placed in the overworld. So the ones that you've seen at the moment, that's literally the randomizer going, cool, we're just going to place...
USB.
Hold on, is that a bit better? We got it back. There we go. Or that could literally just be, cool, this could be in a chest or a boss reward. So even though I've set it to be anywhere, they can be anywhere, whether that's a boss reward or otherwise. That's not what I want. And we'll set you to fire. 1, 2. All right, hook shot, surely. Mirror shield. Okay.
It's still good.
No, that is very good. That's very good that we got that. That's leaning me more towards doing Spirit Temple. And I have everything from Child I need to do Spirit Temple as well. So I'll probably end up doing Twin Rover at this point. A Pona song. All right, good. That's going to give us access to GTG as well. Where do I want to go from here? That's right. All right. So we're gonna tell King Zora to move the heck along. Oh, he's actually frozen, so we can't really move. So we're just gonna do ourselves a solid and try to clip past him. Here we're gonna do Ice Cavern for the Requiem of Spirit. If there's anything else in Ice Cavern, that is a plus. Here for it. The ironic thing is, with the settings I've set up in the randomizer, as part of the we'll go glitch logic where it can expect you to do some glitches to get to places, the adult skipping King Zora skip is not one of them. So this will be, I guess, us breaking the logic, if that makes sense. Just doing things we're not intended to sort of get a little bit further than we should. I hope there's a hook shot there.
It'd be very convenient. Worst case scenario, you could go to the desert waterfall and get the green ruby that's there.
I should have you as my GPS. You're just so helpful.
Yeah. In 500 meters ago, take the second exit.
Take the second exit out of the Lost Woods and start again, please.
Do not pass go. No rupees for you.
Alrighty. Now, the trick that I'll do very shortly, what's called a ledge clip, is where you essentially get Link to look forward on, target so he's perpendicular to the wall, and then fall off a ledge specifically to his left, and he can clip through the terrain there for it. This is a little bit precise because it's not a full flat wall, it's a corner I've got to walk into. So please bear with me, it may take me a few tries to do. Alrighty.
Very awkward, this one.
Very awkward clip.
You just got to believe harder, remember?
Oh, I'm trying. Oh, we got it.
Nice.
Nice.
It's remarkable how much old games rely on just falling through things you shouldn't be able to fall through.
I won't lie, that one was stressing me out a little bit because that one has sometimes I've lost minutes to that skip, so to get it that quickly, yeah, that's good. That's good. We like those. Right, and since we're here, I'll show you guys one little fun glitch that we have. So, those of you who don't know, you can actually enter Jabu Jabu as adult. There's a particular spot here. There we go. So if you ever wanted to, you can do Jabu as adult.
All those hopes and dreams finally fulfilled.
Yes, there are sometimes in a Shuffle Dungeon Randomizer where I actually do use that. There was one I did the other week where Deku Tree was here. I essentially ditched it. What are you, a purple rupee? Alright, and I'm going to check what's at the bottom here before I do Ice Temple or Ice Cavern. And sometimes it's just easier to do that than it is to... Oh, is that a big magic? Yeah, it is. I won't say no. But you know what it's not? A hook shot.
Could be worse.
But yeah, it's some of those tricks like that where you sort of have to route in your mind, cool, is it worth me sacrificing some time here to do this, or come back and do it as adult, based on what you've got here, based on what you have access to. Another reason I'm wanting to full clear Zora's Fountain and Ice Cavern as well, unlike Child, Adult Link cannot access Zora's domain through Lake Hylia. The entrance that you would normally swim under with the Zora scale is blocked off. So always getting here to do things is a pain. So it's better if you have to do this, just clear it. And I guess there's some solace of not having the dungeons shuffled is if there is a required dungeon here that you have to check and get a few things, coming back here is a real pain, which for Raw's Wind would help. All right, so what do we got here? 1, 2. All right, say goodbye to the fish, everyone. It's going to be put on ice for a bit.
Goodbye to the fish, everyone.
All right. And I might as well equip the Pigoron sword while I'm here. Easy sauce. D Cole, what's the song that we have for that?
Serenade.
Serenade. That's not a bad shout. No, it won't be worth it. I was just thinking in my head, there is a ledge clip I can try in Lake Hylia to get into the water temple. If I really wanted to, because I've got the iron boots. Only problem is you really need the hook shot just to do some of the real basic checks there. So I don't think we'll go for that.
I'm feeling a great sense of dependence on the hook shot.
There is so much that I know I said, and look, this is completely true. If you were to warp to the end of the game, all you need... Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Bat. All right. You can go, please. Swear, we got it. All right, there we go.
Got a regular
There
Robin
we
Hood out
go.
here.
Double kill. All right. Excellent. Oh, that's a gold chest up there. Oh my goodness. I wonder what you could possibly be. Alright. You gonna breathe ice? No, you don't. Thank you. Ice Cavern's not too bad. The only slow thing is getting the fire and using it. What have we got here? A bigger bow. Oh, swell.
That's real good value, that is.
The word value may be, what's the word? We may not see eye to eye in the word value in this instance.
Yeah, actually, I don't have it written down on my notes.
There are still 3 other items that we can find in Ice Cavern. I hope there is something, because at the moment, with how this logic is working, I can't find much. Like, there isn't much that I can do that's left at the moment.
It's fine. The hook shot's up ahead, so...
It's just through there.
Yeah.
Alright, there's 2 checks here. You do not look like a hook shot. You are Deku Nuts. And
Deku Nuts could be useful, though.
they're just a refill, unfortunately. Alright. Alright, everyone, say goodbye to the fairy as well.
Goodbye to the fairy as well.
Yeah.
That's good.
He's looking at what I'm putting down. Ideally with Ice Cavern, I always want to enter with 2 bottles, and you're about to see why. We have this little wall we need to clear off here. If I didn't have a second bottle, I would be backtracking right now to grab a second fire. There is a silver rupee that is covered in red ice here that I need to collect. Before we do, we've got some pest control to do. 1, 2, and 3. Those bats are the worst enemy in the game, and I won't let anyone convince me otherwise.
Anything that you can't auto-target onto.
Oh no, you can auto-target onto them. It's just when they hit you, you just get frozen. And being frozen is worse than being hit by Dampy's Flame, and you take damage for like each second you're frozen. You can't do anything. It's like being held at a family dinner you don't want to go to. Alright. This puzzle's very simple as well. I don't know about you when I was playing this as a kid. I say a kid, I was a bit older than 2011. But it's actually not too strict on how you do this. Link jumping as an adult is very, very flexible. So, for example, some of these jumps you don't even need to push the platform around. Ooh, did not want to fall into there. Otherwise I would have had to redo this entire room again. While I'm finishing off this puzzle, this is just literally going to be me doing some trick jumps and grabbing 2 things of blue fire. We got anything to plug? Any incentives? Any donations?
So the incentives are coming along. We still have Tony Hawk's Underground Choose the Skater open, with Big Pimpin' Eddie 5 in the lead at $20, and Big Lion and Green Chick still at 0. For Fire Red Leaf Green, we have Pooper Zed in the lead for the rival name at $15, with Creosis not far behind at 10. For the trainer name, we have Whooper Zed in the lead at $15, and Josh not far behind at 10. And for the flyer name, we still have just Delibird with $20 at the moment.
With that. Alright, there's one more chest left in Ice Cavern here. Regardless of what it is, we have to open it if we want the song. Now, normally I'd go straight to the Spirit Temple, but unfortunately I don't have the hover boots or the hook shot. There's a very nice skip I can do with the hover boots to save you getting the silver gauntlets, but I'm going to need them. Alright, without me bonking into that, ideally. What do we got? Deku Seeds, crazy. Alright, so Kikori Forest in the market, correct?
Yes, sir.
Alright, I might do both of those as child. Where are we? And if I can help it, I might do that Dampy check as well.
Nice.
And plant that the thingy of the thing.
Yes.
Now, where was the Forest Medallion? Was that in Fire Temple?
Forest Medallion is in the Water Temple. Sorry, Forest Medallion in the market.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Cool. All right, scratch that. We are going to grab the Forest Medallion first. Then we'll do some light grinding for. We'll do a grinding montage, so to speak. I do have Sun Song, so I don't need to worry about the bridge closing up on us. So grab some small rupees from the bridge here, run back, grab the Forest Medallion. So the reason I'm sort of a little bit focused and hellbent on the Forest Medallion in particular is that normally you'd learn Prelude of Light in Ocarina of Time by finishing the Forest Temple. But in the randomizer, it's save you having to do the Forest Temple each time. Instead, the check for that is making sure you have the Forest Medallion. So that will get us another song, which at this point, it sounds like it's going to be Bolero, which is required to beat the run. Because they don't want to give me a hook shot.
Well, you can afford to buy strength.
Yes, we're going to buy the Forest Medallion first.
Yep.
Here. And, alright. So it was 110 and 160, right?
130 and 160.
130, 160. Alright. Alright, montage, I guess.
Well, for your medallions, all you got left is the Forest Temple and the Fire Temple.
Is the Forest Temple, by chance, the Water Medallion?
Correct.
Okay. Alright, we'll wait for this to turn night. Thank you. So the reason I want that to turn night is so I can do this. There we go, Sun Song, thank you. So fun thing with Ocarina of Time that's a bit strange, as it were. Each time you leave a room or a loading zone and you go back into it, things reset. So hence why we're just able to infinite money glitch almost, what we have here. It's going to be a long day.
I guess that's the almost part of Infinite Money Glitch there.
Correct. Slumdog Millionaire over here.
It's alright, one more and you can get your strength.
That one, the market one, is that the 160?
Market is 160, yes.
Yeah, so I'll grab the market one first.
Since you're here.
It just makes sense. Alright. Grab both of those. I'll just head into the pot room here, break a few things, just to grab 20 odd rupees. Why is it already afternoon? I'm gonna blame the castle moat for that. Or is
All
it?
the FPS, Batman.
Yeah. Grezzo was like, you know what? What's one thing we really want to keep
Yeah,
from the original game to the 3DS?
Some bugs should stay in.
I think I don't think it's a bug. I think it's a hardware issue.
Look, they're just being faithful to the original.
Exactly. They just want to remind you that time is short and maybe you have the decision if you want to break pots or not to lose frames.
Though I suppose if they were being truly faithful, the whole thing would be running at 20 FPS, so...
I think this runs at 30 FPS. I don't know.
Pretty sure it's 30.
My eyes don't work like they used to. They never worked like they used to. But alas, here we are. Alright, so 110. Now, there's a little menu at the bottom here I can also check. If I'm not wrong, did we check the Zora's River? Oh, damn, we missed the Zora shop. Oh well, we will do that.
Nice.
You know what's in the Zora shop?
Because you missed it, it's
It's
got to
gonna
be.
be the hook shot.
It's going to be the hook shop.
If it's the hook shot, I will. You know, if the hook shop is in the Zora shop, I will donate $50.
You know, it'll be there, but it'll cost 500.
It could do. Or it'll be there and cost 0.
Hey, even if it's the hover boots, I'll still donate $50. Look, I'm just a simple man with simple needs.
Just a simple man who needs his hook shot.
Correct. And we'll reset this again. Alright. I'll donate $5 every time I fall into the moat, which so far is 2 or 3.
Yes, sir.
I know it's at least 2.
Depends on how much money you want to make, because he did fall in as a part of a cutscene being removed,
Yeah, that... You know what? We're going to count that one.
as you should.
Even though I technically could have avoided it if I used another warp song and went back to Hyrule Field. So, oh no. $5 to charity. Oh no, that's terrible. Alright, we got all those. So we'll reset this one more time. And it was 130. So
130, yes.
yeah, one more rupee montage farming should do that. Now, where was Serenade again? Serenade.
Decol.
Decol. Excellent. And what's that? This one here.
Don't forget, the desert waterfall has a green rupee for you.
Ah, yes, that 1 rupee that I'll need.
You could need it.
Alright, we're saving quick to Kokori Forest. It's quicker than playing Minuet. Because it actually puts you in the middle of Kokori Forest instead of having to backtrack through it.
You have gotten a lot of the items that we had hints for, so that's good.
Yes. So, at the moment, quite literally, a hook shot means I will be able to finish most of the game. At this point, I need a heat-resistant tunic to do the fire temple. I need a long shot to do the water temple. I need hover boots to do... wait, was it Kokori Forest? Or was it...
CAC.
CAC. The struggle is real down here. Alright, we're just going to... Because we can do it as adult anyway, we're just going to go straight to Desert Colossus.
Have you collected the emerald yet?
Yes, we got the Song of Time off that.
Yes.
Alright, here's what we're going to do. Hear me out. We're going to do the Great Fairy Fountain here first. We're going to plant a bean. Oh, that was in the second shop as well. Oh, cool. I can show off the triple slash clip to get into the shop that you can't get into as child.
Yes, that's a good one.
We can go walking into the middle of Kakariko and go shopping. It's great. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, Deku Shield. Absolute cinema. Even though while we are hell-bent looking for a hookshot at the moment, I really need the light arrows as well. That is also something I'm really on the lookout for.
That is true. We have not seen light arrows yet.
Arrows at all. That is either a huge rupee or a gold scale. Doesn't look like the light arrows. Where are we? Swap you for beans. Swap you for that. No, I need those. All right, let's swap that and get in. All right, I'll check the hint stone while I'm here.
Which temples are you still planning to do?
At the point, Spirit Temple's big one on my radar at the moment. President House, all right, Recovery Heart. Thank you so much, game. Spirit Temple is on the list. So at this point, provided I'm following the logic correctly, it will be Spirit Temple, Fire Temple, and Forest Temple. Those will be my main three. All right. Switch back to Deku Nuts there. I'm going to need those.
Doing those will mark off your way of the heroes, will get you your shadow and your water medallions.
Yeah, that gets me the medallions, and then I'm literally just on a light arrows hunt.
You'll also get a hook shot in the Fire Temple.
Pain and suffering. It never ends.
There's a hook shot in the Spirit Temple too, so you're about to get one.
I mean, the odds are there. I know we're meaning about the hook shot, but there is a good chance that it can be. The Spirit Temple has a lot of really good checks in it. There isn't many. If I get a hint that said the Spirit Temple is foolish,
It'd be a bit of a surprise.
I raise eyebrow and concern for it. There's just a lot of them, and there are not that many silver keys. Now, is this a silver key? No, it isn't. Okay. So we're going to exit out of here. Cool. So the game here, at least logic-wise, I won't have to do any of Spirit Temple as child, which isn't too bad, all things considered. All right. We're going to learn Serenade of Water here. Which is actually a really good thing considering I've got to go to Kakariko. Because we have a very good friend. Where are we? That's how you play the song, by the way. I'm just saying that because I forgot. We've got a nice little friend over here who's going to give us a really good pickup before I do that. We're going to play Sun Song so we can turn it to day so it starts ticking down. Ideally, what I would like is by the time I finish planting this magic bean at Lake Hylia here, I would like Old Mate to give us a lift to Kakariko. Well, it'll bring us to the front of Hyrule Castle. But it's close enough to Kakariko by the time I get there. I should have the nighttime check for Dampier's Child.
Yeah, that would be convenient.
And it means I can do a little bit of rupee farming. It was 160, so...
Correct.
Correct.
Apologies, 130. 160 was the one in the market.
Oh, sweet.
So
All right.
130 will get you one in the CAC.
We're living, we're vibing, we're thriving. Okay. Normally a lot of these magic beans I've been putting down, in particular the graveyard and the Lake Hylia one there. Those I could normally just use with a hook shot. Another quality of life change that they've put into the game here is you can have it enabled so that whenever you play the Ocarina, the Scarecrow song that you're meant to just learn yourself and whatnot, that will play automatically where it's applicable, which is not a bad thing, ever. Really helpful in places like GTG and whatnot. I really hope they don't expect me to do GTG normally. Ideally, if I can show it off, I would like... Oh, I can just go in there at nighttime. All right, we're going to go and just hang around for nighttime here. While I have Sun Song and I could turn it straight to night, it'd be good if I rolled without running into him. While I can turn it to night, Dampy only shows up in the very early night. Sun Song, unfortunately, goes a little bit further than that. So I can't just go Sun Song, turn at night, and... you know, make him appear. So we're going to do what any sensible adult would do.
Just hang out for a minute.
Reminder to get your Zelda pun donations in.
It's a good time for them.
We're waiting for them. We're here. We're on the line. Whenever you're free.
Your call is very important to us.
I will endeavour to get back to you as soon as possible.
Just going to pop you on the 3 to 5 minute hold.
Stan?
We are here because we are AusSpeedruns and we are raising money for Game on Cancer's, Cure Cancer's Game on Cancer initiative. Yeah, Game on Cancer funds is funding early career cancer research and trying to make this generation the last one to die of cancer.
So again, whether it's for an incentive or just for the cause, any cent you have is amazing to support these beautiful charities.
Yes, it's a very good cause.
All right, the wolf will howl at any moment.
Yep.
Oh, woo.
The wolf's at old Link's door. Just gotta help old Link out.
So you're getting the strength now?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll get to show a fun little clip that we're about to do here.
Have you got any need for the wallet from the windmill or not really?
At the moment, no, unless there's something in the Zora shop. But I can't. Well, technically, I could do the Dampy race again and get it now. But I'm what's the word here? Stubborn. All right, so we're gonna line
Another
up
backslash.
line up back here. All right, here we go. And oh, would you look at that? Late night shopping in Kakariko.
Yep. Leaving the door goes through the door.
Correct.
Feel I can tick and cross that off.
All right, so now we can do, well, provided the silver key is not the one checkers adult that requires the hook shot. We're good. We're happy.
That would be quite cool.
Oh, incredibly cruel. All right.
I think it'd be a little bit funny.
It would. It would be, you know what? It'd be hilarious. One may say. Okay. We're going to plant this. And old mate, Dampy here.
He's hanging around.
We've got 10 rupees just for him. And he's here to give us some arrows. You are such a helpful gentleman, sir. Alright, and he only gives us the one prize there.
Hey, we can cross it off the list though.
Mm-hmm.
We know he hasn't got anything important.
Yeah, there is another check in the graveyard for Sun Song, but we already know what it is, so and it's not worth us doing. Alright, so I do have a bonus song as adult, which is good. We can start doing some checks there. But we're going to get some information on the Spirit Temple. And, yep, that's Bolero.
Nice.
I will quickly check what Spirit Temple is and what it's going to require. Because if it's going to require the hook shot, I will come back for it. Okie dokie. And if there is a gold scale here, I will grab that too. Which I think that was a gold scale. It's funny, we haven't had too many Way of the Hero hints as well.
2 only. I guess there's just an awful lot in Fire Temple for you.
That is a gold scale. Nice. That will give us a check at Lake Hylia. Okay, so I won't bother about doing that side of Child. I remember I've got to put you away. Put that in. There. So there'd be a really cool skip I would do here by getting onto that statue to my right. And then using the hover boots. If I didn't have the strength gauntlets, I could use the hover boots to clip on top of the block and just jump over this hole here. But that won't be required today since we have the silver gauntlets. Alright, what have we got here? Alright, that's a silver key.
It's a good thing you needed one of those, didn't you?
I do. I'm hoping that this over here is a silver key. Because if this is a silver key, we're golden. I'm going to say golden, even though we're silver. Anyway, ignore me. Because we didn't end up doing the child side of the dungeon, those 2 chests there that were sort of nothing burgers, because there was no silver key there and it didn't expect us to do it, I can actually forego getting one of the silver keys. Alright, I have to give this another couple of tries. I can get away with not having to get all the silver keys. Alright, we're just going to get these other 2 before I do anything.
So this is now the end of my host shift. I'll be passing over to Little Crochet. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching for the last few hours, and good luck with the rest of the run to you two.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dan.
I think you'll find that hook shot eventually, I believe.
Oh, I hope so too.
How come you left the temple?
Unfortunately, the hook shot is required for that check there. The chest that I got after those silver rupees is just a generic everything chest. It's not one of the silver key chests that are marked. And you need a silver key to get through that first area. Alright, there's an annoying little bird. There he is. He needs to be cut. Alright, what's up here? There's a purple rupee. You know, why not?
Can't hurt.
When in Rome. Alright, we're now going to do the lab dive here. Lab dive, and then we're going straight into the fire temple.
Whew. Now we really get into it.
Time-wise, okay. Not having the heat tunic is still a concern. Because, I mean, I could do Vivolgia, but the problem being it puts me on a time limit, and if I get a long cycle with Vivolgia, I'm just cooked and I only respawn with 3 hearts.
It's quite hard.
Yeah. Alright, Bolero time. Alright, we'll grab Saria's song while we're here.
Yes, that is here.
So I think the only song I'm really missing is Nocturne, but I know where that is.
That's
CAC.
I think for CAC, yes.
Yeah, that's just the default for CAC. Alright, let's hope Fire Temple's kind to us.
Luck's surely on your side at this point.
I hope so. So what were the two, just so I remember, what were the two Way of the Heroes?
The Luna Ranch and Fire Temple.
Oh, yep.
That's it.
That's it. It's incredibly rough that those are the only two Way of the Hero hints. Normally you can expect to see like 4 or 5, and it'll give you a rough idea of what you're meant to do. I need to swap back to the Master Sword for this.
USB.
Oh, hold on. There we go. And don't mind me, while that was gone, I got hit by tiles. That's nice. So a fun little trivia fact for you, if I was using the big Goron sword here, these flare dancers take half damage to it for whatever reason, so...
Just strange coding.
Strange coding could be a lore reason, you know, big Goron sword in a temple where they're holding the Gorons, Goron resistant, I don't know. I just work here, I'm just a guy. But no, it's a thing that exists. You are a gold chest.
Valuable.
Well, it's good to know we, logic-wise, we were meant to do this before getting Requiem of Spirit. Was a fun little thing. So
Not hugely impactful.
It's still good we did the skip, though, because the game at this point, it looks like Requiem's required. Spirit Temple. So getting access to that is pretty... It was pretty alright. But we did the skip, which means it's irrelevant at the moment. Alright. Alright, we've got another chest up here. There's only... Alright, you're a silver key. The hookshot has to be in these 2 rooms.
It's in here somewhere.
Yeah.
We were told it's in here.
We were told, we were promised, the fortune, it was prophesized.
Yeah, it's definitely not fortunes.
Well, the fortune was foretold. I'm hoping it is. So, if I'm not wrong, one of these 2 chests has to be a silver key. And then the other one can be anything. Yeah, so one of them has to be a silver key. I'm trying to think of what else I could do. The other thing I can think of is Zora's Fountain. The only thing I could have missed.
Once you get the hook shot, though, because we know it's in Fire Temple, won't you be able to go back to Spirit Temple?
Well, yeah, I can. What I'm thinking here is being a big silly barker. Was not checking the Zora shop. If it does have something good in there, that's a big pie in the face moment for me. Alright, so we've got one other check to do here. Unlike Water Temple, because Water Temple's timer when you're underwater sort of resets when you take off the iron boots, so you bob your head above water. Fire Temple does no such thing. So a minute is not enough to clear the rest of the Fire Temple. So this is the only room that you can do, unfortunately. Alright, that is a silver key. Is silver key? Yes. That is unfortunate. Also, by the way, we're not risking any of the Gorons. They're independent. They can find their own way home.
That's reasonable.
If they get home, great. If they get eaten by Volgia, great. Save the frames. Alright. I'm going to save this here, and we're going to go back. I did pick up Saria's song, so we are going to check a few other things as child, and after that I am out of ideas. I don't want to break the glass in case of emergency, but we may have to if we're not getting anywhere.
That's alright. I do have that.
Yes. So we want to make sure, obviously, this run stays on estimate and stays within time. So I have not been privy to it. Rel hasn't read it either. But Relentant does have access to the spoiler log. If we need to go, cool, where can we find this?
The randomizer does generate a list of where everything is.
Yeah, you need to enable it in the settings. You don't have to, but always do. Make life easier.
Better to have it and not need it than
Correct.
vice versa.
It's always interesting to review at the end of a run as well and go, cool, where could I have gone better? How could I optimize this a little better? You are a purple rupee. Yes, you are a purple rupee.
Doesn't hurt to have.
Why not? Alright.
I don't think you have anything else that you really need to spend your rupees on, but hey.
Hey, if it's in the shop, the hook shot, then yeah, I do.
That's true. If it's in the shop, it'll be 0, though.
I hope it is. The wolves are at old Link's door. Alrighty.
Good.
This is brilliant.
Good, good.
I actually need to think here.
So you can't do any more of the Spirit Temple unless you have the hook shot. You can't do any more of the Fire Temple until what?
Until I have the Heat Tunic. Let's have.
We don't have any hints about where that is. It wasn't in any of the shops we've checked.
I think it might have been in one of them. I'm just checking. Goron, Death End Trail. That's right. No, I did check the Song of Storms. It was nothing. Bottom of the Well. Already checked all those. Graveyard Piece of Heart. I didn't bother. Freestanding Piece of Heart. I can check that. Red Dead Grotto. I do have the Shooting Gallery. That's one. Deku Tree. Don't bother with that. Lost Woods. Put those two there. Stolen Grotto had nothing of value in it. What about the market? Goron Tunic, 200 rupees. Alright, we're doing that.
Okay. How many you got at the moment? 115-ish?
131.
Nice.
Yeah. Alright, so we're just going to have to buy that tunic. Normally there's meant to be one shuffled in the world.
We've just not been lucky enough to bump into it.
Correct. Alright. That's what we're just going to have to do.
Did you check hints as child?
No, they're the same versus child and adult.
Correct.
For those ones there. Yeah.
200, was it?
Yeah, 200. So if I go back in here one more time, I should be able to basically spend all my rupees on it. If you'd like to walk out to Hyrule Field, that'd be lovely.
Bang on.
Sweet. Alrighty. It's time to invest all of our Hylian stocks. No, it's not you, it's the other one.
Yeah, other vendor.
If it's not him, it's the nighttime one, which is fine. Yes,
There it is.
You.
I didn't remember seeing it.
Alrighty. Well, ever so gracious host, just while we're running back to the Fire Temple, if you have anything to plug, donations, incentives, anything like that, go for it.
Yeah, sure. So we are AusSpeedruns. We're a group doing speedrun events to raise money for charity. So we are raising money for Game On Cancer, a charity which funds early career cancer researchers who are working across all areas of cancer research. If you'd like to donate, you can go to donate.ausspeedruns.com.
Beautiful, thank you. Alright.
I was about to say, you've got a timer that you shouldn't have there.
Yeah, I'll put it down while I'm falling. Why not? Alright.
So now you can go find the hook shot
Correct.
that we know is in here. Then you can go back to the Spirit Temple and finish that.
Correct. Alright, we've got our 2 silver keys here.
Now remember the Shadow Medallion's in here as well somewhere.
Yeah, I'm probably going to full clear this. And go from there. The cool thing is, after I do this, the Forest Temple is a very quick clear for it, and same with Spirit Temple. The only concern is light arrows. We've not had a single hint for it.
Nothing.
Yes.
And you even checked the the really exciting boulders from last time.
Yeah. Oh, we haven't checked the Gerudo Valley ones. The good thing is here as well. Once I get the hook shot, I've got everything I need to do Gerudo Training Grounds as well, which is going to be another clear line. What are we at time wise? All right, no, it's still fine. All right, what have we got here? That's a silver key. I will need that. Unfortunately, with the Fire Temple, I need every silver key known to man.
It's very, very exhaustive.
Correct. Alright, let's go over here. And having the hover boots in this temple is just, it makes life so much easier.
And we've seen no mention of them either.
No. Sometimes it's required for the Fire Temple because it will expect you to hover over to Vivolgia because you can't normally jump over it. You need to hit down a platform. Nope, drop that there, please. Thank you. Okay. So one of these first 2 chests in this boulder maze here, one of them will be a silver key. So we check this side one first. Hope this boulder doesn't rickroll us. Alright, that's 1.
And then what's that in there? Silver key.
Yeah, that's one of them. Got another chest on the other side of the maze. Boulders hurt, by the way.
Good dodge.
When I say hurt, they lose so much time if you get hit by them.
Good dodge there.
Okay. What have we got ourselves here?
Silver key.
Silver key, looks like, or is that a boss key? Yep, that's a silver key. And where another silver key is. Alright, these rewards are very deep into the temple. Vivolgia might be holding one as well. At least we do have a very cool kill strat on Vivolgia when we do get to fight her. That'll be very fun. Unfortunately, not as fun as the thingamajig, the N64 one, where you can snipe her from under the arena. But still fun nonetheless. Now, normally I would run through this, but as you can see, that will take me back to the very start, and I'm very cautious of not wanting to lose any more time to falling here.
Yep. Don't want to fall.
Alright, that's a nothing, boyga.
Good chest.
Alright, so that's one of the useless chests. So at this point, I'm more and more confident that Vivolgia is holding one of the items we need, if not both.
Could very well be at this rate.
Yeah.
Don't fall in the lava.
The lava's not too bad. This is, though. And a little skull that likes to jump out and rickroll you. That one.
Yeah, he's not very nice.
It's like when you want to take the most optimal line, he's like, nah, bud, I'd win.
No optimal lines.
Alright. Alright, we got a chest down here.
Is it a good one?
Yeah, it's a silver key. I saw it before.
Oh, okay.
But we still need it. That little small little gauntlet we just ran then, there's a door there that we need the silver key for.
Nice.
Alright. We've got one more chest before we go back through the doors. And I'm hoping it's just something good. Just anything. Anything at all.
Well, he's still got a lot to find in here.
Oh, please do not knock me down. Thank you, kind slug. It feels so awkward doing this without hover boots as well. Because hover boots you can clear just huge distances. Meanwhile, normally you just have to parkour and pray. And that's a heart. So we are going to ignore that. And we're just going to go straight back through. And just when you thought one firewall wasn't good, here's another.
It's alright. Could be worse. Don't get
be.
trolled.
It could. You know, it could be worse. Not having a hook shot.
It's in here.
Alrighty. So now we get to a fun little maze that has gaslit people before. So you see these little pillars? They can spawn little firewalls, like so. And obviously they don't tell you until you walk right up and they're in your face.
Troll maze.
Correct. You are going to be a silver key. What else? There's another chest there. So we're about to do a check that requires Song of Time. For it, that could be something. Emphasis on the word could.
You do have Song of Time though, so bodes well.
It does. No, not there. I don't normally get to take this maze, so it is a lot of guessing, actually. Normally I have the hover boots at this point and I just get to go yee. And through here. Cool. Now I don't think I can access that. That is a silver key. Okay. Yep. Go around that. Oh, one thing I forgot.
That's not very nice.
My brain is numb. It requires vitamins in the form of hook shots. Alright, I've got another flare dancer coming up here. I forgot to point it out, by the way. You're probably noticing that I have a lot of control over the camera. That's not innately in the game. That's also a feature of the randomiser that was implemented. Because I've got a new 3DS, I can use the C-stick to control the camera, which is pretty nifty. Otherwise, the camera in OOT is questionable at best. should have grabbed the corner. If I grabbed the corner during that cutscene, I would already be halfway up.
Climb up.
Yeah. Alright. So we've got a small little room here, and then we've got the room where the hammer's meant to be.
Good thing you've already got it.
Yes. So, where are we? And this is what I mean about the fire temple being so incredibly slow. There's just not much you can really skip. I could do a ledge clip to skip to Vivolgia, but knowing my luck, the thing I need will be at the end of the temple anyway, and it's bitten me in the backside when I've done Ganon as well, Phantom Ganon. So at this point, just to make sure it's all safe, I do want to fully clear this.
It's safe too.
Yeah. What have we got up here? I assume the boss key. Yes. Now, I don't want to roll or anything here. This is very narrow, and it will send me all the way back to the boulder maze. And I may cry.
We don't need that. No, no falling, please.
Crying, though, is that allowed?
If you don't get the hook shot, yes.
Oh, that would have been cool. Oh, well. Alright. That's going to take us down. Small little section here that I rarely have had to do. Got plenty of bombs. Alright, I do need to kill these bats here because I've got to carry a block down here. It's a wooden block, and they're via bats. And
You burn the block.
correct. And I have to reload the room if they burn them. Alright. God, I wish my legs were as strong as Link's. Now, I would like you to turn back this way. Drop it on there and don't move. Thank you.
Good.
Thank you for your cooperation. Alright. Smack. Now, I'm curious because that was a silver key. In there. Alright. So a Song of Time, it's going to move the block there. If I decided to foolishly do that jump, I would have to do that entire section again.
Yeah, please don't.
No.
We're all about efficiency and time management.
Time is already my enemy. So far. Alright, grab that silver key. Alright, based on what we've just cleared, Vivolgia has both the Shadow Medallion and the hook shot, which is just devilish. Considering most of the time Vivolgia has silver keys that are not silver, they're just coloured that way. Alright, and the good news is, this is going to take us right down to Vivolgia. Alrighty, so Vivolgia is interesting. Again, to Grezzo's attempt... Did I just go back in the other way? We're getting coffee after this.
It's all good, no?
In Grezzo's attempt to keep this faithful, the Vivolgia fight's very similar. Despite us being very difficult or not able to do the glitch of killing her from under the arena, there are two Vivolgias inside the arena. Both suck. So what we're going to do is we are going to use about 6 bombs, hope we don't get rolled by RNG, and then where applicable, smack her on the head with the hammer. And hopefully we should kill her in one phase if we're lucky. If not, maybe 2. Also, this is a cutscene that we can't skip. So the Vivolgia that's going into that hole now, that's still an active hitbox. It's still there, and it shares the same health bar. So, Vivolgia's over there, that's good. 2, 3. Nope. Thank you. Now, I'm not actually going to hit Vivolgia here because that will trigger her next phase if I hit her with a sword. You just had to. Alright. Yeah, unfortunate. The Volgia coming out of that hole was not very helpful. Very unlucky. So I'm going to hit it with a few bow shots. That's actually going to end that phase a little earlier.
Nice.
There we go.
So now you got all the items.
And that's now 3 out of 5.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. So this is going to open up a lot for us now. I am going to go back to the Spirit Temple. Clear that as much as I can because it has a lot of really good checks hidden behind it. And we got the Mirror Shield easily, so there is a merit into us doing it. Show us the hook shot. Show us the hook shot. Please.
You got the Shadow Medallion, if nothing else.
This has to be the hook shot. I can't handle this. I'll have a mental breakdown.
Well, the hook shot's in the Fire Temple. We know that. The game told us that.
Yes, let's go!
Got the hook shot.
All right, we're back in business. Meats on the menu tonight, champs.
Cross that off.
Oh.
Great success.
This one goes out to you, Josh. Your sacrifice wasn't in vain. Alrighty, we're going to speed through this. After this, I will do the very quick kill on Phantom Ganon. And probably check GTG if I don't get if I get the hover boots here. I'm going to pivot based on what I find, but next on the agenda is going to be Phantom Ganon.
I do also want to remind you that in the Desert Waterfall, you have a green ruby.
Can I take my plane trip home alone, please?
We've got a very appropriate donation here. We've got $10 from Hookshot, which says, "Yaha, you found me!"
Based hook shot. I'm sorry it took us so long, sweetie.
You've been getting trolled by the hook shot the whole time.
The real hook shot was the friends we made along the way. Alright. So we want to go in this corner here. So normally you'd have the long shot doing this. If I can get onto that, that'd be lovely.
Nice.
However, you can actually do all the temples minus the water temple with just the hook shot, which we will be using it if... I don't think I'll have to do the shadow temple. It's a shame, because I do want to show off that jump, but oh well.
Yeah, we don't have any points towards the Shadow Temple.
Correct. Alright.
The only things we've yet to do are the wallet from the windmill, if you cared about that.
Nah, there's
the
nothing
water
else.
medallion from the Forest Temple, and the Nocturne song from Kak.
Kak. Yeah, that I won't get the Kak song
Yeah.
until I finish. Alright, that's one good item.
What if it's the long shot?
That would be what's a big fancy word for ironic? Serendipitous. I think
Works.
that works. That's an invisible Four Master, by the way. That's just it's not my imagination. All right, what do we got here? Oh, thank
Light
goodness.
arrows. Nice. Run is finishable.
This run's about to finish very quickly. Now that we've got light arrows and we know where the medallions is, this will be we're going to be underestimated. Thank God.
Very finishable now. Nice. Lost the USB.
Again, love that.
I'll just pop in to say we've got $50 from Ryan Morley, which says, "Go get him, doctor."
Oh, Ryan. I hope you're doing well this week, my guy. Holding back the fort. Alright. We're going to do the quick child check up here. There is a chest here. I also need silver keys.
True.
Well, actually, funnily enough, because I'm not going to be doing... I saw what the other side of this was. It's it's a heart chest.
Yeah, we did say that earlier.
I can actually skip 2 silver keys here, which is very, very nice and very convenient.
Nice.
And swap you for that. Please don't knock me off. Thank you.
Well timed.
I'd use gyro controls here, but I'm scared it's going to disconnect the USB again. I am going to grab that silver key.
Just because you can skip them doesn't mean you shouldn't get that one.
Correct. It probably means later on in the dungeon. I need at least 2 right now. Oh, that's right. I've got to pull the sunblock as well. I need at least another 1 silver key just to get to the... that's not the sunblock. You know what? Sometimes they say silence is golden.
Can you not just mirror shield that one, or do you have to pull it in?
I have to pull it in. So it's the actual sunblock itself that needs to have the light shown on it. And yeah, you can't really hit it with the mirror shield. But no, sometimes silence is golden, and silence is good for people with ADHD to focus. Alright. We got 2 checks in here with some lizards. We know one of the chests is not worth it.
Correct. We did also get a prompt about a lizard's chest somewhere.
Yeah, there's this room here. That was the prompt.
Yep.
Alright. You 2 can go into the naughty corner. Thank you. This run is sponsored by Deku Nuts. Alright, we're going to take this silver key. I shouldn't need any more.
Yes.
Alright. There was a gold chest up there that I will end up checking. I'll check what this is first. Another silver key. We don't need that one. It's good having big magic as well because we've got a room coming up with... I don't even remember what the enemies' names are, but they sort of mirror your movements a little bit. When you move closer, they move closer. When you move far away, they move far away. Their weakness is fire. So we can just fire arrow them all.
Great to find at the end of the dungeon.
Oh, yep. Cool. Fantastic. Amazing even.
The game heard you say at the beginning that no item that you need is locked, and they decided to troll you.
No, what do we like? You know what? You know what I say? We're done with the Shadow Temple. Even though I could finish this now, I want to show off the trick, so I'm going to do it.
We still need to do the Forest Temple too.
I do, which actually I will do that right now. We'll do the Forest Temple right now, then I want to show off the Shadow Temple because the skip for it is really, really cool.
You got time.
Me when I got time. That's one I really, really wanted to show off. Because the skip getting into it is great. Normally you need Nocturne of Shadow to get into it.
Which you do have a prompt for, but we don't have yet.
Yeah, we have a prompt for it. I mean, I technically will get it after the Forest Temple.
Yeah.
But it ain't 100% necessary. And I'm waging a lot of my bets on... If this is the water medallion, I will cry.
Why
Gold
not?
gauntlets.
Why not?
This means I don't have to do Gerudo Trading Grounds.
That's good. You can now carry the weight of having a hookshot. It's a heavy burden.
It's a mental burden. Alright, so... What I'm going to do... Normally, from here, if I was just doing a quick clear, even if the Forest Temple was foolish, I would go straight to Phantom Ganon, literally right here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some checks, because if on the odd chance Phantom Ganon does not hold the water medallion, I have to clear this entire thing. So I at least want to get some checks out of the way.
Doesn't hurt to.
No, not at all. You should die to one more hit.
Especially when you also need more bosses.
Yeah. Whenever I'm doing a non-shuffled run, I always do Queen Gomer and Dodongo because they're quick and easy. Phantom Ganon is also up there as well. Is also an incredibly quick clear.
You've currently got 3 of 5.
Yeah. I mean, if I want to, I could do Twin Rover, but I did a practice one with Twin Rover yesterday, and...
It was very cringe. Ice.
Did 10 ices in a row, and the first one was fire. I don't want to do that again.
Well, you make your way through. I'm going to step out for a moment.
Go for it. Hand-eye coordination is strong in this one. Alright, I'm going to remove that block while I remember, because I'm going to need it. And while I'm just powering through this, I've got some no-nonsense checks. Montage, donations, anything, puns. We'll take puns too.
Currently no puns to read out. I just want to say thank you to our major partner for the event, RetroTink. RetroTink is all about allowing you to experience your favorite vintage games on modern screens. Shipping all across Australia, their products range from simple plug-and-play adapters to high-end video processors, available on their website at retrotink.com. If you're here at the event, you can experience their range with our demo units available on site in the Tink Room. No matter which solution you choose, the mission always stays the same, helping you rediscover your retro consoles with the best possible picture and performance.
So at the moment of how I'm routing this, there's a bit of a block puzzle to do here. But normally the Forest Temple is very convoluted in how it works. Like the section that I'm about to get to, you're meant to come back with the bow to grab the boss key, but because of how the items are scattered throughout the dungeon, I actually have to clear this first, save and quit to get back at the start to reset the switch, then go back through the dungeon. But when I save and quit here, I'm going to go straight to Phantom Ganon. And hopefully not be a bit of a silly boy doing it. Right. So if I find the water medallion, the world is my oyster, essentially. I can do whatever my heart desires. And we should be able to speed through the Shadow Temple, which will be very, very fun. Because I'm not doing Gerudo Trading Grounds and whatnot, we've got this fun little trick called hookshot clipping that can really break the Shadow Temple that would love to show off for the gang. Ooh, what do we got here? Yes, let's go. All right, cool. This is about to go very, very quickly. Alright, so coming up, normally you'd have to fight all these Poes and everything like that just to get to the basement and then finally to Phantom Ganon. We're cool. We're too cool for that. Too cool for school. And it's long and it's boring. So, let me clear this sculpture because it will interrupt my aim. Grab the token. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to align myself to here. I'm going to aim just under this texture here. I'm going to go into this aim mode, not roll forward. I'm going to backflip while using the hook shot, if I can help it. It's a bit finicky here. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, got it. Alrighty. And just like that, yahoo! We are now in the boss room for Phantom Ganon.
Well timed.
Oh, didn't go. There we go. That should be enough. Alright, so one thing I'm going to show you here is to show you that you don't actually need the bow to do Phantom Ganon. We're going to do this all with a hook shot, because why not?
You put so much effort into getting the hook shot. Why not get some value out of it?
Exactly. It's the hook shot's time to shine. One thing that's very cool about this boss, particularly in the 3DS version, is they really made, if you're wearing a pair of headsets or even with it off, normally you'd tell which Ganon is the real one by, oh, I just messed that up. It's the one right next to it. You can usually tell by which one is going to exit the painting first. But the audio in this is pretty good. You can actually tell decently. Alright, it's this one. Alright. So, we are going to get right up in his face. We're going to right up his personal space. No social distancing required.
Poor AI. Absolutely unable to aim properly.
There we go.
Shadow Temple marked that bad boy off.
Forest Temple, sorry.
Apologies.
I did get the medallion, by the way.
Yes.
Oh, sweet, sweet, sweet bliss.
I was reading my notes. The Shadow Medallion was one of the last ones we needed.
Yeah, we did get that. We've got all the medallions and stuff now. So all I need is literally one boss.
You got the Water Medallion?
Yes.
Oh, very cool.
I picked that up as well. I didn't think the gamble would pay off, but it did. It was very early into the Forest Temple.
Awesome.
I have been stitched up where I've done Phantom Ganon, but then the key item I need in the Forest Temple is in the basement, which you've got to do the entire temple for. And I will grab this heart container.
So that means our next steps are literally...
One more boss.
One more boss?
One more boss, and then we go straight to Ganon.
On the way to that boss, you should get the green rupee that's in the desert waterfall. It's the only thing that's not checked off on my notes.
For 100%. Come on.
You got it, right?
What do you think, guys? Do I go grab it? All right, that's one. We're doing it.
We got time.
Me when I got time. What's the quickest way to getting it? Ah, of course. Where are we? And I'll get to show that off as well.
See? Helping out.
All right. Being self-aware of time, we'll do this, equip this. So, what's the quickest way to Gerudo Valley?
The long way.
The long way. So, we're going to do a fun thing called Reverse Wasteland. All to get one green rupee.
Hey, the game gave us a hint for it. We wouldn't want to insult the game.
The game also gave us hints for multiple recovery hearts, and I feel sad.
But you still picked up a lot of those hearts.
Correct. So, normally you need the Lens of Truth here. First of all, I'm going to turn this night, because it's easier to see. And then you're meant to have this ghost that guides you. But we're a big, strong, independent 17-year-old, and we don't need no ghost. I ain't afraid no ghost. So...
Ghost with Whoopi Goldberg and Patrick Swayze?
Yes. Great movie, by the way. Alright, so looking between those two mountains, you need to walk in a very particular way or you will zone out. So we get into this ditch here, look at the tippy-toppy of this mountain, and then we walk down a little bit here, look to take this little one here, straight back through. Alright, we've done it. That's the hard part over.
The hard part of getting our green rupee.
Yeah, we're the halfway, and don't worry, we're gonna become a criminal. Well, it's not really a criminal. We're gonna be captured to have the other part of that done. We're gonna get thrown into jail. We're going to escape jail. Where are we? Yeah, I do not want to void out. So I don't want to have to do that again. Normally I'd speak about doing back walking and whatnot, but here it's so easy to void out that you just don't want to do it.
You gotta be much more careful.
Here, yeah, the loading zones here, depending on where you are, they're not as forgiving. Cool. Now, because we haven't gone to Gerudo Fortress before or freed the Carpenters, or as the randomizer does it, it sets it default to 1, I can just walk up to this lovely little gate here, get told to stop. I'm violating the law, except there is no law, only outlaw in Gerudo Valley. And we'll take that. Now, I don't want to be caught by her. And now we can back walk, and that is Reverse Wasteland.
Very nice. Yeah. I'm ready to tick it off.
Don't worry, we're nearly there. We're so close we can taste it.
Just think, you've been 1 rupee short before. Not this time.
Yeah, but that was a wallet issue. That was a layer 8 issue. Shoutouts to my networking fam. Now I'm curious, because of old mate Russell, who at this point in the Dark Timeline has been turned into a McGannon.
Ooh.
And that gave us nothing anyway. But Russell, I still hate you. Alright. Green rupee incoming.
True completionist.
Drum roll, please.
There it is.
All right, we're done it.
Woo!
Mark it off the list.
Ticked it off. The list is done.
Oh,
Time well spent.
all right. We look. It would be more efficient to do the Spirit Temple because I have everything I need to do it. But the Shadow Temple is a really cool one to show off. And even though we're going to have everything to enter the temple normally, like we got Din's Fire early on, we have a funny glitch, and I'll actually set it up now. We're going to go flying. We're going to go on a little
launch.
trip. Yeah. We are going to hookshot jump our way into the temple. It's really handy when I do dungeon shuffle randomizers because you don't know where half the dungeons are. And to get into the Shadow Temple entrance, in vanilla, there's 2 requirements. You need Din's Fire and you need Nocturne of Shadow. You can't access it otherwise. However, we don't need that where we're going.
We're going to space.
Correct. So good news is because I have all medallions, there's a cutscene that's meant to happen here where Bongo Bongo breaks out and wreaks havoc. The whole city's burning down. It just brings us into the middle of the town where the cutscene happens. So you would have noticed I put it doesn't have to be the hover boots, it can be the iron boots as well. I put that on the Y button and the hook shot on X. I'm going to equip the hover boots, I'm going to aim the hook shot, I'm going to hold target, aim it up, and then, almost. Let's do it again, and as the reticle's falling down, as long as Link is not bonking his head, there we go.
Up into the sky. Well done.
All right, the trick's not over yet.
It still worked. The trick's over. Good, good, good.
Oh, and we're still falling. All right, we're going to give that one more try.
Not supposed to fall through the floor there.
Yeah, so also insert, that's never happened before.
I didn't see that last time.
No, I've never managed to do that in an event. That was for me holding right too much. Aim a little higher.
You can do it, you can do it.
There we go.
Don't through the floor again.
All right, cool.
Much better.
All right, now we're going to ride along the seam here. Being very careful not to drop, and don't be fooled, that is not real, that's not real safe. Now, we're not going to jump down below there. We're actually just going to side up here. And as you can tell, this is not completely loaded. And there you go. That will get you into the Shadow Temple.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty.
What are you hoping to find in the Shadow Temple at this point, since we've got all the items that you need? Maybe a long shot?
The long shot does make things easier, and if I did get the long shot in this temple, I could skip a lot of it. But I have a sinking feeling that it may not be here. Also, every time you play the game, randomizer seed or not, each save, the location of that skull of which one it's meant to be to open that door is always random. Look at that, Shadow Temple setting the trends of randomizers before randomizers. Look at you go.
It just knew what was coming.
Miyamoto's like, you know what? I sense a randomizer that's coming. I sense a trend. Let's start it here.
What do you get? What do you get?
Yeah, because the Shadow Temple wasn't mentioned in any of the hints, I'm probably not going to get much. So at the moment, unless I get the long shot, I probably just have to clear this fully. But there's still a lot of really cool tricks we can do to blitz through it, including good old hookshot clipping, but I won't spoil the surprise there. Oh, look, it's our old friend from like 50 minutes into the run. It'd be a shame if he were to get sliced. He will die to another jump slash from the big Goron sword. And again, the same thing, you can just backflip into those hands, they won't grab you. And it will still trigger him to spawn.
Nice. Easy.
Easy.
Hey, something good.
Oh,
Wow.
bottle, let's go. Oh,
Could be worse.
You know what? You know what's better? That I actually have all 4 bottles. I just realised. There is never an instance where you need them, funnily enough.
Yeah, but better to have them than not, I guess.
The bottle animation is so slow. There are a lot of tricks you can do with a bottle, though. They are not completely useless. You can do things like if you had some cutscenes enabled in the Forest Temple, you can do a scene to trigger the lift to get to the basement early. You can even do a glitch to keep the Master Sword when you're fighting Ganon. But unfortunately, my brain's a little too smooth, as it were, for that. So, and we've got the big Goron sword and the hammer anyway, so we're fine here. The sad thing is, speaking of hints. Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna
Another one
for a second. What do we got? What do we got? Drum roll, please.
Good.
Oh.
You wouldn't want to suffer in the Fire Temple, would you?
So remember when I said there's a Goron tunic that shuffled into the world? That's
Very
the
helpful.
one that shuffled into the world. Oh, this is... Maybe I should have done Spirit Temple. Maybe I wouldn't feel so bad.
There was no real prompting to, so...
Well, believe it or not, there might have been a hit somewhere to say it was Way of the Hero. This is hookshot clipping, by the way. If I can find the chest. Do I need to... No, I'm aiming a bit too far. Let's see if I can get it through the grate. So what I'm doing is we are... So we've got to aim, again, this one's to the right this time with Link's arm. Unfortunately, I'm doing it very blind.
Yeah, can't see very much there.
Yeah. It's a bit awkward with this gate, but I'll give this another try.
Classic crate skip moment.
Alright. Surely. No. If I don't get this in a couple more tries, I'll just do it the vanilla way.
Shooting in the dark.
Yeah. This gate's really awkward. The others are quite nice. You know, the others, they don't hurt me like this. Yeah, we're just going to do this vanilla way. But essentially, with some gates that aren't painful like that, I can just clip Link's arm through the terrain, and I can just hook onto objects there. We use it in the Gerudo training grounds to basically just grab everything in that maze instead of getting like a million silver keys. But we'll still be able to use it here. There are still a couple of other instances coming up where we'll be able to hookshot clip. Right, without me bonking, add that to the moat count.
Oh, yes.
Alright, so what, we're at 4, so that's 20 bucks.
No, you're on 5 now.
Oh, we're on 5?
Yep.
Thank God you're note-taking. You're doing your part for charity.
I'm working on it. I'm helping.
Alright. Coming right up, we've got another hookshot clip here. This is honestly one of my favorite ones to do because this is the gauntlet of big sculptures and it's very, very painfully slow. Nope, I need to go a little closer. And holding left while doing it. Camera? There we go. So you can just like clip through terrain like that.
Just skip all of it.
Correct. And we've got 2 other instances of it coming up. Honestly, at the moment, all I need is a boss key. If I get the long shot, a boss key will just end this 5th boss. Speaking of, this boss is Bongo Bongo, so if you guys are interested to see a silly buffoon like myself get beat up by 2 Master and Crazy Hands, you're in for a surprise. You're in for a treat.
This will be the last boss you need to worry about, though?
Correct. And then essentially I'll do Prelude, go back, and I will get the... Oh, without me doing that, I'm conditioned. 1, 2... Alright, what do we got ourselves in here? We've got a heart container chest. Alright, now I can actually throw it through the grate. There we go.
Nice. Yeah, you need that.
Yeah, we do. Oh! There is love. Alright. I love how we just keep getting teased slightly.
What are gold chests?
Correct. Add that also to the moat count.
You just smack your head into a door.
Yes. At this point, I'm just going to do bonks. It's all in the name for charity, right?
Correct.
Okay, we've got another hookshot clip coming up here. Normally, you have to do these silly Super Rupee puzzles, but I've got to get a little closer to that one. Put my arm through there. Sweet.
Nice.
All right, I'll give this a try. It's actually not bad if I don't get it because I actually want my respawn point to be set here for a reason. All right, I'll give this another try or two. But the main thing is my respawn point's set here, and you'll see very shortly why I care about that. Having side rolling, I need to backflip. Right, one more try. All right, we'll do this the normal way. So normally you can do a backflip to just end up on those umbrellas, so you don't have to push this block here. But I'm just going to do it in the essence of not being a silly boy. Then I'll wait for that to come down, so I'm going to get squashed.
We don't like being squished.
No, we don't. All right, that's another silver key. Yeah, if I don't get the long shot, I need every silver key, unfortunately. We got two other chests here. Now you might have heard me say before that alright, and they're two heart chests, we don't need those. You might have heard me say before in the bottom of the well in particular, it doesn't require me to have the lens of truth for it. That setting is also true for the Shadow Temples, so... No, that's not what I want. I'd like boots, please. So, obviously I can't see that. I don't have the lens of truth, so we're going to do what any sensible person would do. And send that bomb out on a mission.
Go forth and conquer.
Alright. Where it shifts to is very random. So, ideally... Alright, we're just going to pray at this point. Yeah. And this is why I want that respawn point set. Had I not been squashed by those umbrellas, I would have been taken right to the very top where I did the like in those invisible blades. Alright, let's go. We're good.
Nice.
Right. So what we're going to do here, we're going to play Sun Song. He's still frozen. He's been such a good re-dead for us. Another heart chest.
Couldn't be the long shot.
No. We've already been blessed enough to have one hook shot. Let's not push our luck.
Yeah, don't be greedy.
Alright. We'll go in here to clear this. Alright. So we need to throw a bomb in this one. Fortunately, this one's not spinning around, so it's not going to drive me insane. What are you going to drop? The silver key. And then we're going to kill the bats. Alright, I'm changing this. It's like I can't keep doing this to myself.
Good shot.
I was hoping the cutscene would trigger while I was doing that. Sometimes when you pick up some items or doing certain actions, you can basically, by the time the cutscene's finished, you don't have to do a second. Alright, this one's a bit awkward. But if I can do this, a touch closer.
Almost.
A touch closer, a little bit to the left. There we go. Normally you need
good.
the long shot for that, and it's so easy. But with the hook shot, you got to be. There's a little bit of leniency to it, but I need bombs. I actually do need bombs. That's a worry. No, we need iron boots here.
I didn't note it down because I didn't think it was relevant, but there was bombs somewhere.
Somewhere, and that's all that matters.
You got a hint for it at some point.
Bomb refills. If I'm lucky, I should have some here. Fortunately, it is actually quicker to wear the iron boots and roll for this because you don't get blown around by the fans. You don't have to wait out any cycles. Alright, we are going to play Sun Song here, even though it's going to do a cutscene. Because when you go to lock on these redeads, it makes you focus on the center, which is quite annoying. Alright, I'll happily take a trashy chest. That is a silver key. Hopefully some of those pots might be nice to us. Because unfortunately the hammer cannot break debris. Thank you so much.
Very fair.
Alright, if this has the boss key... No, it does not have the boss key. If this chest over there is the boss key... I hope it's not. Alright. Just in case it is and we need to get some bomb refills, I will do this. Move that out of the way. One more. Alright. Alright, next we've got a boat coming out. Does anyone own any good sea shanties? No? Excellent. If anyone knows any good sea shanties, you have about 2 minutes, no, a minute to donate for them while we jump on this boat. Speaking of, any updates on the Zelda puns or the Kaku puns? We almost forgot about the Kaku puns.
I definitely did.
No, still no puns. We do have a $70 donation from Tim Trollgasm, though. He says, with the Christmas in July theme of this year's event, let's name the Pokemon trainer after the bearded benefactor of benevolence, Stan. So, Stan is currently in the lead for the trainer name. We've still got rival name as well, with Poopa Z in first place with $15. And we've also got the fly name. Currently, you only have Delibird as the name winning, which is $20 as well.
Very nice. That one's nice and easy. If I wanted to, I could do a hammer slide to where you get the hammer and the hover boots to sort of launch yourself over there. There's no need. I've already been a show dog enough here. I want to finish this, get rid of Bongo Bongo, and then go straight to Ganon.
Yep.
Alright, if there is no thingy here, I may have to refill, get bombs. Boss key, never mind. Never punished. Never punished. Except we have been punished a lot with not having a hookshot this run.
This has been a very up and down run.
The game decided to give you a break.
Some of a break.
It's like in Silent Hill when Harry finally finds Cheryl, and you're like, finally my baby. I was like, when we found the hookshot.
It was a good find. Very late in the game.
Yeah, I am low-key happy that I decided to use the neurons in my brain to figure out, hey, I should probably get this Goron tunic.
Well, you should have done the Spirit Temple. You would have gotten one.
You mean the Shadow Temple that I had no access to without the hookshot?
Apologies. Too many temples. Not enough hookshots.
Yeah, it ain't Taris or Second Taris, so don't worry. I don't expect you to remember it all.
That's why I'm writing it down.
Alrighty. So coming up is Bongo Bongo, as I like to call him, Drongo Drongo. He keeps my blood pressure up at night with it, and it will be all determinant on how quickly I Z-target onto his hands or what attacks he's doing. So here we go, re-equip these.
Very friendly fella he is.
Alright, so I'm gonna move Link around. And Z target 1. Oh, thank goodness, got him free punched. Right. 1, 2.
Very good.
Alright, I cannot see the hands at all. Alright, dodge the fist. Alright.
Nice.
That is
Down he
probably one of the
goes.
cleanest bongos I've done in a while. And that's our 5 bosses done.
Done and dusted. Now straight to the end.
Correct. So once we get it here, prelude that will take us back. And that's going to give us Ganon's boss key, and it is going to be a straight run to the finish.
Time to spare, mate.
All right, there is a chance. There is a chance that one of these rewards. All right. Oh, look, it's that bomb refill.
That's handy.
And even though I don't need it, I'm going to grab it anyway, just so I feel justified. All right. Let's see what our reward is here. Drum roll, please.
Long shot, surely. You don't need much else anymore. Come on.
It's useless. Let's go.
Yeah, bombs. Very well deserved.
Alrighty.
Perfect end.
Alrighty, now we've got the medallions. I will swap off you for you. I'm going to swap that for that. I'm going to turn on the light arrows, and that's all the menuing I should have to do for the rest of the run. Alright, so funnily enough, even though we have all 6 medallions, we need the medallions to open we'll do the Rainbow Bridge to Ganon's Castle. In the vanilla game, if you find a way to just get the Spirit and the Shadow Medallion, the bridge will open up for you. You don't actually need all 6 in the vanilla game. But we make it a requirement in the randomizer, at least for the base race settings that were implemented by the developers. But you can change it and do whatever you want. That's the beauty of doing this randomizer. It's the reason I've been playing this for over a year, is you can just set this to how you want to play it. Yeah, and this is what makes it. This is my weekly Wordle. For if you want to do it comparatively, I love this game so much, and the randomizer has just honestly made me enjoy Zelda even more. So I guess as we're going through here. Again, huge shout out to the Ocarina Time 3D Randomiser Discord and community, and you know the work that all these guys have put into making this so cool. All right, that's one gauntlet down. Next, we've got the Skelly Bros. These skeletons, I can't stand them.
It's alright, you've nearly finished with them.
I'll put them down for good. Alright. Go on, take a swing, bro. I don't hear no bell. There we go. That's one.
Nice.
Alright, and next we got the Iron Knuckles. We didn't get to see these, but in the Spirit Temple they're the mini-boss. Without double defense, they hurt. They do anywhere from 3 to 4 hearts of damage. Thankfully, even if I took damage here, when you fight Ganon, I'll fight these one at a time. Yeah. Even when you fight Ganon, you get a free heart refill anyway.
The game wants to give you a fair chance.
Correct. Because you know, not everyone who's playing this is going to be a speedrunner or, you know, acquainted with the game. So they thought, why not?
Make it fair, make it balanced.
Story of my life. Alright, one thing I do want to try and go for here as we go into Ganon, because I've got the big Goron sword, I could potentially try to get him one cycle. If not, it'll be 2, which isn't too bad. Alright, here we go. Let's hope I don't I don't muck this up.
Don't bungle it.
Yeah.
nice.
Oh, there was an attempt made. All right. He should be really low though, so... Oh, brilliant.
Very good.
Very, very good. That is so free. Alrighty. So one more fight left. Throwback to quote-unquote quality of life changes that this mod implements the randomizer. We don't have to do the Zelda escort sequence. This will go straight to the castle heading to the ground, which is really handy. If anyone's played this game, it is arduous, it is tedious, and I do not like it. So as we get into Ganon, we're obviously going to lose the Master Sword. He knocks it out of our hands because, you know, big, strong, ball warrior man. He will take 10 hits on the tail with any weapon. Even if you have the big Goron sword, it's still 10 hits. He only takes double damage from the Master Sword. Once we hit the Master Sword, it'll be 5 jump slashes. When I hit the final stab into Ganon after Zelda's held him down, that will be time.
Time to spare. He's not a happy man.
No, he's not. We've taken everything from him. I mean, to be fair, he took everything from everyone in Hyrule, but... You know, evil and morality is subjective. Alrighty. You know what, before we do it, what proper way? Let's end this in proper ASM colours. Alright, that's 1. That's 2.
Stop squirming around.
That's... The hammer is very awkward with hitting him. That's 3. Roll, roll.
Nearly there.
Oh, well, you know, can't count. That's good. All right, let's 10 hits, grab the Master Sword, and we're going to do pretty much the same thing, like ducking and weaving under him, in and out.
And last hit ends the time.
Last hit will be after the small scene with Zelda.
Yep.
So we'll be ready to call it. All right, 1 jump slash. 2, 3, 4,
Nearly there.
5. And time.
Well done.
Thank God that's over.
You did well. Plenty of time to spare.
3:18.
Despite it being very cursed in very many ways, that's a good time.
Some of the practice runs I was doing last weekend were sitting around like 3:30, 3:40. So to have this go as smooth as it has, or use the word smooth selectively, is really, really, really good. No, I'm very happy with that.
Well done.
No, thank you. A few shout outs before we wrap up here. First of all, the ABB gang watching and supporting on as well, and for letting myself and Relentant off to come and participate and help, raise money for Cure Cancer. Like, thank you guys. Friends in Discord that have been cheering me on, Matt, Andrew, Dennis, Mitch, Tom, Michaela, all you guys, thank you so much for sitting through it as well, supporting me as I've been doing these runs. And a final shout out here, mind you, I haven't been a part of ASM for a really long while. And when I was going on with Sten, like testing the software and whatnot to get my 3DS to work, found out we were doing, sponsoring Cure Cancer. And my dad's going through like prostate cancer and stuff at the moment, and being able to be here with you guys and raise money and support through all the other stuff he's going to, it really means a lot. So thank you guys. Thank you all. This one's for you, Dad.
Thank you, DesPenguin, for that randomizer run of Ocarina of Time. Didn't introduce myself before, but I am Little Crochet. I will be your host for the next run, which is Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events. So while we are setting up here, just want to remind everyone that we are AusSpeedruns. We are doing speedrun events to raise money for charity. So for this event, we're raising money for Game on Cancer, a charity which funds early career cancer researchers who are working across all areas of cancer research. If you'd like to donate, you can go to donate.ausspeedruns.com. And just as a reminder as well, if you all Twitch revenue will also be donated to Game on Cancer as well. So if you sub, if you give bits, and also if you have a Prime that you haven't used up yet, please do so, which will help out a lot too. All right, we are all ready to start. So we've got Craig or Bale with Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events.